All right. I think we're live.
We are live.
We're live, everybody. All right, what's going on? It is session number 4.
Semifinal time.
We've been hanging out together Thursday. It's Friday. It's Friday night. And yeah, what's going on in the chat? We got semis coming up. We're not seeing any wrestlers on the match just yet.
Everything's dark in the arena.
It's dark. They're about to do the pyro show, maybe. CW Mello. Let's go.
Let's go.
Gother's ready to go. He's ready to effing go. Let's talk some wrestling, baby. Keith, what do you think? Spencer Lee. Is this guy for real?
Is he for real?
Is he the one right here?
What do we think about him giving up 4 back points in the quarterfinals?
I think if you score 14, you can give up 4 back points.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, he's got shekels to spare. He's just giving them out to Anthony Noto. And
I mean, it's something where if you're a semifinal or potential final opponent, you're encouraged by that. But I don't think Spencer's too worried about it. Well, actually, I bet he is frustrated. I bet he's a perfectionist, so he's probably annoyed by that. But yeah, I don't know. Winning by 10 and then still being frustrated, that's a luxury that most athletes don't have.
Yeah. Yep. Man, and semifinals, going to be incredible, every single weight, but also incredible blood round. The round of 12.
Yes.
The match to All-American.
Oh, my goodness.
You go up and down these weights, and some of them, it highlights the tournament that a guy has had. Someone like Brett Unger or Eddie Ventresca. But then, you got other guys. We talk about Max Murin, Mickey Philippi, who this is it. They've been around at 12 3 times.
Yeah. And
this is their last chance. So it's like, man, the highs and lows of this tournament are so evident here.
Yeah.
Gonna be an incredible round of wrestling.
100%. And circling back to Spencer Lee, Keith is actually I shouldn't say actually. It's not a surprise that he's making a good point. Keith makes many good points, but he also makes some crazy points. But making a good point here, he says Spencer's gonna win, but he's in a real match in the semis and a real match in the finals. And as fans, we should be lucky. We are lucky, and we should be happy that we get to see him in competitive matches. Ramos, dude, that match was crazy last time.
Yeah.
He's going to go after him. And then if it's Glory in the finals or Cronin, Cronin will do his best. But Glory is the one that I think a lot of people want to see.
Yeah. Yeah, and Ramos has been, he's been clutch, right? All tournament, been so good. And we know the match earlier this year that the two of them had where he came out and threw him, was up 8-1. And so you wonder, does that give Ramos extra confidence? Not that he needs it. Or does it give Spencer Lee extra motivation to put him away?
Yeah.
Like, quick.
Very good question. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to find all that out. And yeah, like you said, the blood round going on the outside match. It's the dog bone. You got it on your screen if you're watching on ESPN.
The dog bone, baby.
The dog bone. What a formation. It's great.
Yeah. You can watch on ESPN Plus. I don't know if you have a cable package. You can probably watch on one of ESPN's channels.
Yeah. I don't know how that all works, but it's on ESPN something or other. We got it pulled up. We pulled it up from ESPN. I don't know, just from the schedule page on ESPN. I don't know what network. A lot of the networks are on the internet live. Unger Cardinal. Man, you got to think Cardinal's gonna do it again, huh?
Yeah, he's supposedly hurt. However,
well, he's very hurt.
Right. It could be just something to throw his opponents off. But no, he hasn't shown it. He hasn't shown it all.
No, yeah, he's been looking pretty tough.
Can't zoom in. Oh, there we go.
There you go. You're zoomed. Steve O'Toole and Brandon Courtney. I keep wanting to say Brian Courtney, and
that's not his name.
Barnett Ventresca.
Glory in on a
immediate. Man, he got that takedown off. 14 seconds?
What if Spencer Lee doesn't win? That's the real question.
Yeah, it'd be insane. It would be crazy. If Spencer or Yanni, either of them would lose, it would just be really crazy.
Oh, Cronin.
Cronin's trying to catch Glory.
Almost catches him on his back.
Glory is so strong. He is so big and strong for this weight.
And Cronin is, I feel like he's not big. Obviously, strong kid, but he seems like he's like a perfect size 125-pounder.
Our guy, man, listen. Spencer's mat and then the mat with Noto and Peterson, there's just like a red light flashing.
Mm-hmm.
It seems really strange. If you're a wrestler trying to deal with that, really strange.
Just close my eyes. You ever have a coach make you do that, wrestle in the dark?
No, but I did have a teammate. We used to like blindfold ourselves and wrestle blind.
Yeah. So Glory's up 2-0 early, almost had a turn, and man, Cronin is just going for it. He reaches back, looks to throw a headlock again, and they go out of bounds. No points go on the board. Oh my goodness.
Dude, Ramos
gets 2 back points and the takedown.
This guy is he said in his interview after the quarterfinals that he's like, yeah, I felt him. He doesn't feel like a superhero.
Wow.
All right, so 4-0 Matt Ramos leads Spencer Lee. What in the world?
Wow. And Killian Cardinale gets a takedown, up 2-0.
Cardinale, man, what a tough guy. Barnett scrambling, close to a takedown against Ventresca. I can't see the clock on that one. I think we're maybe a little too zoomed.
Can you be too zoomed?
I think it's possible. Now we're good. No score, Poulin, Courtney. Spencer Lee is out.
Out, but down 4-1 with under 40 seconds to go in the first. And he doesn't look like a lot of urgency.
No.
Shoots from space, almost, a little bit hesitant.
Lee looks for that shot, trying to probably set up the dump.
Now stall warning Ramos.
Okay. Maybe a little quick.
Oh, for sure.
If it wasn't Spencer Lee, probably wouldn't have called that.
And does Noto get a takedown on the edge? Looks like it. Maybe not. And
yes, he did. Peterson wants him to challenge.
And so period ends. First period ends. Matt Ramos is winning 4-1 over Spencer Lee.
And Lee is going top in the second period.
This is the semi, John Preston.
Yeah, this is and this is really
Spencer Lee, Matt Ramos is semi, Patrick Glory, Liam Cronin semi.
Marble Eye in the chat. We haven't seen you all weekend. He says Lee is toast. He said he's going to lose. He's going to lose. Hole says, why would he go under? He didn't. Spencer Lee chose top. He didn't have a choice. All right, so let's see. Spencer Lee, extremely confident with his top offense.
And
dude, Ramos is just
freestyle.
He's trying to survive here. He's already been hit for stalling one time, and
Spencer's getting back points, just like that.
Dude, this is how good Spencer Lee is. He's like, all right,
4 back points.
He's like, yeah, okay, cool. You took me down, you put me on my back, fine. Spencer is on a pinning mission right now.
Yeah. And they go out of bounds. So now Spencer in the lead 5-4.
Man, it's crazy. They just, you could see the Purdue corner for a little bit. AJ Shop, one of the elite top wrestlers. If you're Ramos, you've had some work on bottom in the practice room, but gosh, something about Spencer Lee.
Unger in on a single leg on Cardinale.
Ramos up to his feet.
But Spencer had the wrist locked up, so they go out of bounds. Spencer now with 36 seconds of riding time.
Oh, Cardinale's just about got Unger on his back.
No points yet. And Glory is Glory's controlling.
Unger's on top, right?
Maybe?
What is happening?
It could have been neutral. I'm not sure.
Okay.
And
yeah, it's neutral.
Ramos works his way to his feet. Spencer looking to return, and he does. So now Spencer's still working on top.
Riding time at 50 seconds.
So now if you're Ramos, you choose neutral, right?
100%, yeah.
30 seconds to go in the first, or second.
That's still a long time to not get turned.
And this is big 30 seconds here for both wrestlers. And I'm really surprised I haven't seen Ramos called for stalling again.
Wow, I did not see how Ventresca got his lead. Did you see?
No.
He's up 2-1.
I haven't been watching that match.
And Ventresca has
Spencer's
choice in the third. He's going neutral.
Looking for that bar one more time. Not going to get it. So, period ends 5-4. Spencer in the lead with 1:35 of riding time. Ramos goes neutral.
He's down by 2.
Ramos wrestled 33 last year. Got to be a big 25-pounder. Pretty long for the weight.
Man, this is definitely the most competitive match Spencer Lee's been in all year.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the second most competitive was against this same guy.
And Spencer shoots. Ramos catches him in front headlock position.
Man.
Ventresca with 1:10 of riding time over Barnett.
And a 2-1 lead. Sheesh.
Mm-hmm.
A crazy blood-around match over there.
Oh, boy.
Oh!
Spencer's got a single leg.
Ramos trying to pull it up. Work for something crazy.
Now
Spencer goes to the body. Wow.
Ooh, this is risky.
Ramos almost puts him on his back. Oh, my gosh. So close.
Spencer's going to come out the back.
Oh, no takedown yet.
That was so risky by Spencer.
Body lock. Can Spencer finish? He's so close to finishing. Ramos tried to throw him, but Spencer's dragging the toe.
Oh, he's got the toe in.
They should have been counting back points there. Did they call out of bounds? Yeah, Spencer wants a challenge. Honestly, they should still be counting swipes right now.
And Ventresca in a really good spot here. For a second, looked like he was gonna finish the takedown. Barnett.
Ventresca hanging out of that leg. Ventresca going to win this match.
Ventresca going to win.
Man, a 27 seed, an All-American. He beats Eric Barnett, who's the 9. He beat Steve O'Poulin, right, who's the 6.
Mm-hmm. And Courtney up 5-1 over Poulin.
Glory, 7-1 lead in the third.
Yeah, Glory's been in control this whole match.
And you know what? And that's no shade to Cronin, because Cronin's been throwing some crazy stuff at him. Glory's just been be able to handle it.
Mm-hmm. Cardinal Unger, 2-2. There's a coach's challenge. Score of Spencer Lee match. Spencer Lee is up 5-4.
With riding time.
Not locked up, but almost. It's like 15 seconds away from being locked. There's 50 seconds left in the third period.
All right, so over on the Cardinal Unger match, which, by the way, is a 15 seed versus a 28, Cornell looking for near fall.
Oh, near fall.
Yeah, that's good challenging.
Ventresca was ranked high teens, low 20s all throughout the year. And, that's kind of right where, honestly, he belonged. He's the type of guy who would never lose to anybody bad, but losses to Malik Heinzelman, Liam Cronin, Brandon Kaler, Brett Unger, Caleb Smith, Jarrett Trombley again. So Pat Glory is into the finals.
He is pumped, man. He is fired up. He has one more.
Yeah, and man, if you're Pat Glory, you watch the semifinal match
And the quarterfinal.
and quarterfinal match. I mean, you feel pretty good.
It's the thing. Spencer Lee is just judged on a different standard than anybody else.
Mm-hmm. Cardinal Unger 2-2 in the third. Cardinal looking like he really wants to get out here in 4 seconds. Oh, riding time points locked for Cardinal. He just doesn't want to get turned, and that's it. Cardinal does it.
Dude, the 2-time All-American now. I'm going to text Kyle Brackey, tell him congrats.
Dealing with injury. Out of the 28 seed. Is that right?
Yep.
All-American. Killian Cardinal. Now, Anthony Noto just 10 seconds away. Up 3-1 over Dean Peterson. And they give the takedown to Spencer Lee.
They reviewed it. They gave it to him. I honestly thought it was. I thought they should have given him near fall, too. Or not given him, but started to count.
Mm-hmm.
Ramos is out.
Ramos is out. Oh, boy.
Ramos is coming hard.
And this is where things get really dangerous when...
Oh, Ramos has got him on his back.
Ramos has got Spencer Lee on his back.
Oh, my gosh. This is the craziest thing I've seen.
He's going to get the fall.
25 seconds left. Ramos is about to pin Spencer Lee.
Oh my goodness.
What are we looking at right now? What are we looking at right now?
It's done.
It's 12 seconds left.
He can't win. Even if he gets a reversal.
This is so crazy.
That's it.
4 seconds left.
That's the match. He gets
There's
the pin.
the pin with 1 second
Matt
left.
Ramos pins Spencer Lee.
I don't even know how to think about it. Matt Ramos is in the NCAA finals. He's gonna wrestle Pat Glory.
Oh my goodness.
It's one of the craziest things that's happened in NCAA wrestling since Larry Owings beat Dan Gable.
Yeah.
What's a crazier thing that's happened between then and now?
None.
This is the craziest thing that's happened in NCAA wrestling since Larry Owings beat Dan Gable.
I can't believe it.
What? Oh my gosh. What just happened? Chat, help us out. We're beside ourselves.
I can't believe it. Spencer Lee, all he needed to do, play defense.
He got the takedown. He's on top where he's best, and Ramos got out and put him on his back, and he pinned him. I cannot believe that just happened.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Man.
That is so crazy.
I can't even believe it. It's just amazing. You watch the way the match plays out. It's like, okay, he gets down early, comes back, gets a turn on top, builds a lead. He's in the lead with 30 seconds to go. Wow. Man. Speechless.
I don't get it.
Question. All right, it's questions in the chat. Who's the Hodge favorite now? Man.
David Carr?
RBY, Yanni. Yanni's got a loss. No, it's RBY or David Carr, right?
Yeah, RBY or David Carr. I mean, I think it's David Carr. When you look at who he's had to wrestle this year,
yeah,
and you look at, I don't know, his bonus. I can't even. I can't even think about anything other than. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen happen in live on a wrestling mat. Yeah, CW Mello said Ramos doesn't believe in storylines. That's a great way to put it. That's a guy who's like, no, I'm here for me and for now. I cannot believe Matt Ramos just pinned Spencer Lee.
The type of confidence that Matt Ramos has to have had to come out and wrestle that match the way he did, and then to be down late underneath and to be able to convert is just absolutely incredible.
Yeah. So let's see. Somebody asked, does that seal the team race? It's got to be pretty darn close.
I mean, yeah, it's been all but sealed after the quarters.
Yeah.
Regardless of that.
Okay. Wow. Oh, my gosh. We got all these great blood round matches happening.
I don't even know what's going on.
Nagau's winning over Redding, 2-0. Orini over Biscaglia right now, 3-0. No score, Mendez, Bird. Bird is on top, Mendez on bottom in the second. 24 seconds riding time. And Philippi leading Latona. My gosh. Philippi, round of 12. How many times? 3?
Yeah, but Latona's on top, so I don't know.
How is Philippi up 2-0?
I wonder if they just have the score wrong.
Yeah, they do. Because they have red. They have Philippi red, and Latona is red. So Latona's leading Philippi. Dang. This is tough. All right, so people in the chat are saying Hodge, RBY, Carr, or Starocci. Yeah, man. Ulua 4 upset about the outcome. He's a Hawk. This is a Hawk fan. I get it.
Yeah.
Ashland said he's messaging people that don't even watch wrestling about what just happened. Yeah, you should tell everyone.
Everyone you know.
Tell everyone.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Mendez is
Jesse
out, and
Mendez,
he just about tried
Lucas
to launch
Bird.
Lucas Bird. Remember, Jesse Mendez, Lucas Bird. This was the. I think probably the first big upset of the year that a lot of people were paying attention to. True freshman Jesse Mendez at the Michigan State Open week 1.
That's when we didn't know if Mendez was going to go yet. It was kind of like Mendez, Buzakis, redshirt, no, and immediately after that, you're like, okay, he's ready to go right now.
Yes. Latona just got another takedown on Philippi. Man, Mickey Philippi's career. Kind of want him to pull this out because it's been, man. Pulling up Philippi right now. 2019 round of 12. Qualifier, but NCAA is canceled in 20. Round of 12 in 2021. Round of 12 last year. Round of 12 this year. Man, that's brutal. But match is not over. Matt Thicken, 24, not a Hawk fan, but he feels bad for Spencer. Yeah, I do too. I feel really conflicted. I feel terrible that Spencer Lee just lost that match. But also, you see Ramos and Urslan, and it's like, man,
Ramos almost didn't make the semis.
Yeah, he almost didn't make the quarters.
Yeah,
he almost didn't make the quarters. Ashland said, Yanni just upped his focus. I mean, how do you not? You got to lock in.
Man, yeah, it's hard to focus on. It's hard for me to focus right now.
I don't, like, I can barely even tell what matches are happening on what mats right now.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Mendez Bird is 1-1. Riding time not a factor there in the third.
Yeah.
Bird is trying to drive Mendez off the mat for a stall call, and they may get it. No, they say action.
And the official time of the fall for Matt Ramos is 6 minutes, 59 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. Holy cow. That's one of the craziest things. Jeez.
Nagao putting it on Redding, 11-0. And Kai Orini gets the win and is an All-American.
Man, good for him. He has just really upped his stock in the last couple of weeks. What a celebration, man. I gotta wonder, like, these guys coming off the mat, like the guys in the tunnel, like what's everybody thinking?
Overtime, Mendez Bird.
All right, here we go.
Second time Lee got pinned in college. Piccinini.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Oh. Man. All right, we got RBY, Mikhail McGee, and Dayton Fix, Vito Arujau. And now you're like, all right, anything's possible for any of these guys. Oh my gosh. I really can't believe we just saw that.
Man, I wonder what like the arena was like there. Just probably like going crazy, shock, mix of emotion.
This is not a good. Well, maybe it's a good comparison, but in Colorado, when I was coming up, there's this guy, Tom Klum. He ended up being a couple-time All-American for Wisconsin. He was going to be the first 4-time undefeated Colorado State champ, and it was like that. It was like everybody knew he was going to be the guy. And there's this guy Brett Roller who was like determined to beat him, and Roller was down late, and he threw him on his back. Klum gets out, but Roller wins, and it was like the crowd, like collectively, like kind of gasped for a second, like, and then cheered. It was like there was like this half-second pause, and McGee looking for a takedown RBY. He's in decent position, but I wonder if it was like that. I wonder if there was like this moment of shock. Oh, now Roman putting McGee in trouble. McGee trying to scramble out of it. This is a wild scramble with McGee and Roman.
It's funny, like, friends that I have that barely watch wrestling or, they'll watch the NCAAs are texting me about Spencer Lee losing. It's just like...
Yeah, 100%.
And Sam Latona gets the win over Mickey Philippi. Mickey Philippi, man, 3 times...
4 times.
Or 4 times in the round of 12.
Philippi, 5-time NCAA qualifier, 1 got canceled, 4 times round of 12. That's tough. Yes, everybody in the chat is still like feeling it. Still feeling like how insane that was.
Keith put a Instagram link. The links don't translate well in the
chat.
Oh, the arena reaction.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. All right, so Vito kind of close to a takedown here on Dayton.
Casey Swiderski, Parker Phileas going on right now. McGee wrestling. RBY tough. Mendez Bird in tiebreakers.
Oh, Mendez looking for it on the edge. No, 10 seconds left. There's so many good matches, and all I can think about is Ramos, Spencer Lee. All right, so Vito gets the takedown on Dayton Fix.
Wow.
We asked that question earlier, who's the first number 1 seed to go down, and we did not expect that it would be Spencer Lee.
Yeah. Jesse Mendez, it's his turn in tiebreakers. He goes neutral.
Yeah.
He just trying to get a takedown on Lucas Bird.
B. Bailey asks, where can you see the match? We will have the archive match as soon as this session is over. We're not allowed to put it up until after the session, but as soon as it's over, we'll have it.
So, Lucas Bird's up 2-1. Jesse Mendez needs a takedown. And he gets to the leg. And he finishes.
Oh my gosh, Jesse Mendez.
Jesse
5
Mendez.
seconds left. He's trying to keep that foot in mouse. 4 seconds left.
He's got to ride for 4 seconds. Bird has more riding time.
This is a crazy season for Jesse Mendez. His season started with Lucas Bird.
No,
he let him go.
He let him go. He doesn't know.
Bird's gonna win on riding time.
Bird's gonna win, isn't he?
Bird just won on riding time, right? Mendez does not realize that he just lost the match.
Oh my gosh.
Mendez does not know.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, Mendez has riding time? How? Oh, because he rode until I get it. Mendez was on top. He rode Bird for a while.
Okay.
We got so confused.
Man, I was
Guys,
confused.
we got Ramos brain. Okay. Hey,
Yes.
Mikhail McGee is leading Roman Bravo Young 2-0 at the moment.
Man, I was really confused.
McGee is leading Roman Bravo Young 2-0, and Vito is leading Fix 4-0. What is happening? Our pets' heads are falling off.
Oh, gosh, I can't keep my head straight.
Okay. Zeke Jones just threw a brick about something. We were busy watching a crazy Jesse Mendez match. Vito was up 2-0 on Fix, and now it's 4-0, and Oklahoma State's challenging. Arizona State's challenging something on the other semi. Man, this is so crazy.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Swiderski, Phileas is 2-2. Alan Hart in his final chances beating Clay Carlson 5-2 in the round of 12. Lachlan McNeil, Malik Hines. Cole Matthews is riding Dylan D'Amelio in the second.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I saw Nomad's tweet. Oh, it was so insane. I can't believe we just watched that. We're going to think about this for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. And here we were. We shared it all together.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
I just still, and like, I'm not even looking at Vito and Fix and McGee, RBY. Like, what the heck? I wonder what the people on the call are doing. I wonder how they're feeling. Let's all pull for them. All right, so that challenge is over on the Fix Vito match, and it was not overturned, so it's 4-0.
Man, Fix is in a hole here.
Yeah, Vito's up 4-0. And you've been saying it that, not that necessarily Vito would win, but that he definitely could.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think...
Oh, D'Amelio in deep on a shot on Cole Matthews in the second. And, oh, he's close to a takedown.
Wow.
Matthews scrambling.
Incredible defense by Cole Matthews. I think Vito just presents a really unique style that clashes with Dayton Fix's strengths in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And he's so long, whereas Dayton Fix is the opposite of that. And just, able to really frustrate Fix.
Sheesh.
Oh, Phileas has got Swiderski on his back. Phileas is going to pin Swiderski.
Two All-Americans for Purdue. Why stop at one?
Man, yeah, Purdue is just rolling.
It's a good night to be a Boilermaker. AJ Shop. Man, good for him. All right, so it's 4-1 now. Vito leads Fix.
Oh, they're challenging a locked hands call.
Oh, okay. Dang. You know who we need to check on? Caleb Piles.
Oh, he is heartbroken right now.
Yeah.
He's there.
I know. I know.
Man, Carlson looking for a takedown at the buzzer. He gets it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Alan Hart.
Alan Hart had his first All-American
No.
honor locked up, and he got taken down.
Alan Hart, man.
Oof.
3 seconds.
This is brutal. And McGee putting a ride on Roman. Mikhail McGee is good on top.
Yeah, at this point, man, anything's possible. So Dayton Fix down 4-2 to Vito in the third. 1:15 left to go. Laser break on one over there.
Vito
in
on
a single again.
He's got a leg in.
And
Another
he's going to finish.
takedown.
Vito's going to win this
Another
match.
takedown.
Vito's going to win this match.
He's
This
up
is crazy.
6-2.
Wow. That's three takedowns to none.
Holy cow. Man, we watched right now. McGee's leading too. He's got choice in the third, right? No, Roman does.
Roman does. So McGee must have gone
top.
Oh man,
Dude, Vito just body
to
locked
his back.
Dayton to his back. Wow.
He's gonna if he rides out, he's gonna have a major.
McGee is
really close to riding time.
Yep, riding time is now over a minute for Mikhail McGee.
So RBY needs a takedown.
Well, RBY needs to get out first.
Yeah, RBY needs to get out and he needs a takedown.
McGee is I'm telling you, he is stingy on top. Roman to his feet, going whizzer. Still a seatbelt though for McGee. Still in control.
Oh, wow.
Roman's almost got McGee on his back.
Just for a split second.
McGee's still across the midline, so he's still in control here. And now Roman is out.
Roman gets out, but man, a minute 7. McGee is not safe.
No, he is 100% not safe. Roman needs a takedown. Roman is at his best when other guys are attacking, but he can go get his own offense too.
Oh, yeah.
No problem.
And McGee.
Oh, McGee! Oh, my gosh.
McGee looking for...
He's in on a shot. This is a crazy sequence. Roman gets to the leg. He is so good from here. He trips and got it. Roman's got it. Oh, my gosh. It's 4-2.
So Roman up 4-2. McGee has riding time right now, and it's locked. It's locked up.
So if McGee escapes, it's going to OT.
36 seconds to go.
And McGee was close to a takedown in that sequence too.
Yeah, he kind of over pursued almost.
But he can go with Roman. That's the crazy thing. Almost nobody can.
And he gets the escape. Wow. And he's right in on a shot.
Oh my gosh. McGee is in deep. Roman's defending. He is super hard to score on when you're on his leg. 20 seconds
and now
left.
McGee switches to a double.
They're on the edge. Roman pulls that leg out. Roman close to finishing now. 13 seconds left. Oh, they're getting a restart.
13 seconds to go. Man, Zeke is wants to get on the mat and wrestle.
Yeah. Zeke Jones wants to tag in. Oh my gosh. This day is insane.
So we're going to overtime.
McGee is trying to get his socks fixed. He got him. I'll tell you what. Roman looks solid late here.
Mm-hmm. Man, McGee in both of those scrambles really close to a finish.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And McGee looks like he's in a little bit of a danger.
He's fading a little bit. Roman's getting this reattack. Roman's getting this.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah. RBY to the finals. He's wrestling Vito.
Wow.
Points to his head. And wow. Roman Bravo Young.
I've missed so many of some of the round of 12 stuff just because.
Holy cow.
I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, you can be forgiven for that. This has been insane.
RBY, man, wins in overtime.
Dude, McGee came to win.
Malik Hines, Lachlan McNeil, Lachlan up 42. Malik Hines is riding. We're in overtime, and Cole Matthews, Dylan D'Amelio.
It is insane that Dayton Fix and Spencer Lee both lost.
Yeah. When was the last time they were in the same tournament and both lost?
I don't know. I don't know if there is such a time.
Man.
Okay, so just to catch you guys up, your All-Americans from the blood round at 125 pounds. Those are Killian Cardinale, 2-time All-American now. Anthony Noto, first time for him. Brandon Courtney, 3-time All-American. And Eddie Ventresca, first time from the 2026 something seed. Pretty insane.
Mm-hmm.
At 133, Kai Orini, Aaron Nagao, Jesse Mendez, all first-time All-Americans, and Sam Latona for the second time.
Okay.
I still just I just can't understand how Spencer Lee lost. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing that. Yeah, Hole in the chat says best semis he's ever watched by far. Yeah, I feel the same way.
we're two matches in.
Ashland in the chat says I'm shaking. This is insanity for real. JT Fisher shaking after 125-33. Yes. Thank you. We're all shaking.
Yeah.
Collectively.
We thought Jesse Mendez lost when he won.
By the way, Caleb Henson is beating Yaya Thomas 6-1 right now.
Graham Rooks, Michael Blockus. It's in the second period. Blockus is up 3-1.
D'Amelio's up 2-1 over Matthews.
It says Matthews' riding time only 2 seconds.
In OT. Oh, wow. So D'Amelio got out immediately. So Matthews is going to have to... Oh, man. Matthews is just going to look for the takedown. He's going Mendez style.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Mendez got a takedown in OT. We saw Bartlett in the quarters get one in OT in rideouts, and that was against Matthews. Maybe that's where Matthews got the idea, was Bo Bartlett.
D'Amelio is running.
Okay, Marble Eye said that Bo Bartlett told him he's never lost to Alirez while growing up, and he laughed in that charming Bo Bartlett way. Okay. I'll tell you what, Alirez, it's funny, Alirez kind of takes that stuff personally. I remember in his Southern Scuffle, his freshman year, he was like, yeah, Jaden Abbas was the only guy to beat me my senior year of high school. But then Jaden Abbas beat him again in the Southern Scuffle finals, I think. So, interesting. Sorry for the pauses. We're all getting a million texts.
Mm-hmm.
Dunk Extreme says, are there any more matches? Yeah, we got a lot more matches.
There's 8 more sets of semis.
Yep. All right, Murian Lamer. Man, this is one where... Man, it's sad. We've already seen Philippi not reach his AA goals. We've seen Alan Hart not reach his. Max Murin now has an opportunity, and he is against the 22 seed Chance Lamer. Murin a big favorite here. He beat him earlier in the year. Yeah, Gus, you're right. It is crazy how irrelevant Vito majoring Fix feels after that Spencer loss. It is insane. It's going to be one of the most overlooked, incredible results of NCAA history because of what just happened right before.
Yeah.
How's Cole Matten doing? Cole Matthews. Cole M. Cole Matten, I don't know. But Cole Matthews he's not doing great. I'm sorry to tell you.
I don't know what they're looking at.
170.
They're looking at a review of something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what.
7-2. Henson leads Yaya Thomas in the third. Blockus got the dub over Graham Rooks. And so, man, the incredible run by Graham Rooks cut short Michael Blockus, an All-American for the Gophers. Or Gopher Chat.
Gopher Chat. Gopher Chat's back.
Marble Eye says we should cancel the rest of the tourney. He's had too much. It's not healthy now. You're right. I mean, this is excess. We are getting into the area of excess. And Dylan D'Amelio, an All-American, takes out Cole Matthews. Listen, the Buckeye season kind of getting redeemed here this weekend, potentially. They have, did you say 7 in the blood round?
6 in the blood round.
And they've got 2 wins.
They got 2 in. Wow. And Cole Matthews, seconds away from semis.
Yeah. He had it locked up, really.
Mm-hmm. Caleb Henson is taking it to Yaya Thomas.
Vinny Zurban, Jared Franek over there. That's an interesting one. Wow. Franek gets the first takedown of that match.
So we're underway here at 141 now.
All right, here we go. Oh, wow. Immediately Real Woods with the takedown.
Man.
Like, within 10 seconds.
And if you're on Iowa's team, what do you think here? You know, like, and maybe they know more behind the scenes. Maybe Spencer is hurt, and they're just like,
yeah,
whatever. He was just trying to piece together the end of the year, but you got to think that affects you as a teammate. Lira's in on a single leg. And Real Woods looking for a near fall. And nice finish by Aliras with the takedown. So Aliras strikes first.
That's big.
Mm-hmm.
That's really big. Bo Bartlett, extremely tough to take down. And that showdown we've been wanting to see at 41, Aliras and Real Woods. Right now, both guys with 2-0 leads. And now Real Woods got Hardy in a tilt. He's got him in big trouble. Keith Gothard wants to know if Spencer's going to wrestle back.
We'll see.
It's a good question. People are saying no way he doesn't wrestle back. I mean, it just depends how hurt he is, right?
If he is hurt.
Or if he's hurt. We don't know if he's hurt.
We don't know, yeah.
We don't know anything.
Yeah, I'm rethinking everything in my life right now.
Mm-hmm.
Will Lewan, Cale Swenson.
Lewan up 2-1. Mahler, Arrington. Big opportunity here for Arrington. But Mahler, the huge favorite. Lamer and Arrington kind of, I assess them as similar, like good freshmen. They've had fine years, but not anything that's like going to stand out. But now they're in a match where it's like, all right, one match and you're an All-American? All right, we'll see.
Prior to the NCAA tournament, Lamer's best win on the season, I think, was over Arrington. I think he tech-falled him.
Okay.
I think.
Mahler to
either
a single.
Either that or he tech-falled Real Vito. Something
Mahler
weird.
To a single on Arrington. And by the way, Bartlett got out, so it's 2-1. Alira is in the lead.
Oh, no, he got majored by Arrington.
Okay.
He tech-falled Real Vito.
Okay. That's good. That's a good win.
Yeah.
Real Woods looks extremely locked in right now. Man.
And, their match in the Big Ten Finals was, razor thin. There were a couple. There's one near fall situation where Woods didn't get near fall and they challenged. It wasn't confirmed. There's one where he did get near fall. Nebraska challenged and it was overturned. So he had two different opportunities for that.
Hart pointing to like a rib or something. I don't know. Now it seems like he's having trouble standing on his leg.
Who's this?
Oh,
Hardy.
Hardy. Did I say Hart? Sorry, I was just typing to somebody else about Alan Hart. Yeah, Brock Hardy.
Wow, how sad it was.
Yes, that's exactly yes. All right. Murin with a 2-0 lead over Lamer. How's Murin doing? That's the question. He is up 2-0.
Yeah. Hardy looking like he's in some real pain. Aliras gets an escape. He's up 3-1 in the second.
Riding time just 17 seconds in favor of Aliras, and they just called like that potentially dangerous hands to the face call on Aliras, so he's got to be careful.
Franek Zerban. Franek is he a 2-time round of 12er?
Yeah. Yep, his round of 12 losses are David Carr and Ryan Deacon.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess this is
David Carr and Ja'Cory Teamer, I think.
I guess this is his third round of 12, but he can still win.
Okay, so how many matches have we seen in this tournament where there was just like no way Penn State was going to win, and they did? Bartlett had one.
Bartlett had two.
Van Ness had two or three. He was down 8-0 against Ethan Miller.
Or no. I was confused. Van Ness had two.
Bartlett had one. Roman had one. Aliras now gets another takedown. He's up.
Haynes had one.
5-1. Haynes had one. He looked pinned.
Five matches.
Yeah. So if you are, if you're Andrew Aliras, you got to be 100% sure you got this guy put away. Woods, level change, looking for another attack.
Murin leading Lamer going into the third 2-1, and Murin's going down. Man, Aliras is just riding well. Almost over a minute now, and he is. Will Lewan up 4-3 over Cale Swenson. Jared Franek up 6-2 over Vinny Zerban. Mahler going neutral in the third, down 3-2 to Jackson Arrington.
All right, so third period, riding time plus a 5-2 lead for Aliras. Bo Bartlett, though, we've seen him strike quickly. I'll tell you what, Real Woods versus Andrew Aliras has been one of the matches I've been most excited to see all year long.
It looks like we're going to see it. Minute 30 to go in the Woods Hardy, 35 seconds to go in Aliras Bartlett. Bartlett needs a lot to happen. Either 2 takedowns, stall call, and a takedown. And Lamer's coming at Murin pretty hard here. Murin needs to be careful not... Yeah. Stall call. So now takedown will win it for Lamer. 20 seconds to go.
Murin fighting hard on that head. He's got to be careful he doesn't grab the headgear.
Yeah, careful he doesn't grab the headgear. Careful he doesn't get hit with another stalling. I mean, he's Oh my goodness.
Lamer's almost got to go behind. He's dragging.
No way.
Ham was on the mat, but I don't think he got it. They're gonna review this. I bet Michigan's throwing a brick. That was so close.
That might be a takedown. Murin just shut down. And Real Woods wins. Andrew Alira's wins.
So they're into the finals.
That's what's so wild. It's like, man, some of these guys just stop wrestling. Will Luwan gonna beat Cale Swenson.
Wow.
Man.
This tournament is crazy. Coaches challenge. We'll see what they say. I don't think it was quite. I don't know. It's close enough that I don't think they're going to overturn it.
His hands were down on the mat. But I don't know if Lamer had enough control to where you could say that's a takedown.
Yeah.
Oh, Real Woods is still wrestling. Never mind.
Okay, 6-1. 25 seconds left. This has made our jobs pretty tough to focus.
Bryce Andonian is wrestling right now. Chase Saldate. And Andonian gets a takedown, floats his hips over, escape for Saldate. Murin gets it. Murin gets the All-American. Been a long time coming.
Yep, 6th year as a Hawk, and he's not done yet. Real Woods firing up the crowd. Major decision. Holding up the heart. A lot of hearts. A lot of people.
Mm-hmm. A lot of love. A lot of love in Tulsa.
I'm going to do it too. For all my fans out there. Oh, man.
Shane Griffith, Julian Ramirez. We got some Matt Ramos content coming up.
Yeah, JD Raider just wrote up the news. We got it on the site, put it on social, so that's why I was a little distracted getting that out so everybody can read about it. And it's a sad thing. It's a happy thing for Matt Ramos, a very sad thing for Spencer Lee and for just kind of, I don't know, wrestling historians. You want to see that next 4-timer. We got Yanni coming up next, and now it's like everybody's on high alert.
Yanni, Shane Van Ness. Saldate putting a little bit of a ride on Andonian here. Cardenas takes down Ed Scott. What is Ed Scott doing? Man, oh, okay. Gets the escape. Andonian's just hanging out. I think he wants to hit a Peterson pretty bad, but instead he almost gives up back points.
Man.
Oh boy.
Oh, he's got double overs.
Double overs. Saldate knows this is not where you want to be. And Ed Scott looking to finish a double, and he does.
All right, so now Scott up 3-2 on Cardenas.
Caliendo, Caleb Fish. Caliendo looking to end the Cinderella run for Caleb Fish.
Yeah, and Caliendo not wearing his St. Patrick's Day uniform. He could have.
Mm-hmm.
But he went with like the gray.
No, that's gray?
Yeah, Caliendo. It's like the gray. It's like,
I think gray-green?
I think it's a gray and a yellow.
You think that's gray?
Yeah, because when you see the logo, you'll see the green of the logo,
Okay.
and it contrasts with the
I thought
gray.
it was like dark green.
I'm pretty sure the green. Maybe it is dark green.
Now, let us know in the chat what color you
What
think
color is Caliendo wearing?
singlet.
Maybe it is a little green. I think you're right. I think it is green.
It's like a dark green.
I think the bright green of Michigan State threw me off.
Quick personal story. We have a couch at our house that I think is green and my wife thinks is brown. And it's one of the things we've disagreed on for the last 11 years of our marriage.
Yeah. Well, that's tough. It's a marriage counseling level issue.
Andoni with the cradle.
Uh-oh. No respect for St. Patrick's Day. Mm-hmm. He's got a 5-2 lead now on Saldate.
This could be a sad...
Dude, this is brutal for Michigan State. They got
for...
2 guys wrestling. Both of them are trailing. And they're not... I mean, they're wrestling no slouches. They're wrestling Andonian and Caliendo. This wrestling tournament. Crazy things happen here.
Mm-hmm.
But not this crazy. Things this crazy don't happen in this tournament.
Yeah, no. Mirren did beat Lamer, Matthew Galton in the chat. Caleb Fish gets a takedown. Not dead yet.
And Julian Ramirez leading 2-1 on Shane Griffith. Remember, Ramirez beat him last year. Now Griffith, close to getting a takedown of his own, but he kind of over-pursued, and Ramirez trying to come out. Oh, Griffith scrambling through. This is insane.
Dude, and Mikkel McGee was so close to beating Roman Bravo Young.
I know.
What in the world?
Ramirez and Shane Griffith, it's like if you told 2 actors, like, do the craziest wrestling moves you can, but don't score any points.
Yeah.
They just did it.
Julian Ramirez is leading Shane Griffith 2-1 late in the second period. Andonian is leading Saldate 5-2. Fish 8-3 over Caliendo. Scott and Cardenas 3-3. Is Spencer's loss a bigger deal than the Metcalf loss? Yes. 100%.
Way bigger. It's way bigger. It's it
is the biggest upset since
Larry Owings beat Dan Gable. It's the biggest. It is
50 years.
Yeah. 100%.
The biggest upset in college wrestling in 50 years. Andonian now leading Saldate 5-4 going into the third. Saldate going down. Andonian looking a little tired. So now Shane Griffith 2-2. Caliendo gets a takedown on Caleb Fish.
We're just about getting ready to go here. 149.
Man, Cardenas is really tough to finish on.
Yes.
There's been a few times Ed Scott's been in really deep single double, and Cardenas just powers his way out. Saldate looking for a takedown now. But, man, Andonian scrambly under there. We're getting ready to start 149 semis. And Andonian gets the takedown. Oh, boy. And, big throw.
Van Ness is close to a takedown on Yanni.
Oh,
Yanni hips over. Oh, man. Van Ness not going to quit, though.
Andonian looking for a fall now. That's going to do it. Andonian gets the fall. Sammy Sasso gets a takedown. Are we going to go to a review or something? Or blood time? Blood time for Shane Van Ness.
Joe Harrington just told me that Purdue is a number 1 seed in the NCAA basketball tournament, and they're about to lose to a 16 seed. Meanwhile, Matt Ramos is pulling off the biggest upset in NCAA wrestling history, maybe ever. Definitely since Dan Gable, Larry Owings.
Here's the thing. Things have to be balanced out. So Purdue...
You win some, you lose some.
This is...
You wanted Ramos? This is what you get in basketball.
This is what you get in basketball.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
Farley Dickinson is up 3 with 12 seconds left.
Daniel Labdell is saying that Mason Paris could be a... Hodge.
He could.
Hodge man.
Yeah. And I would say, if not for Mason Paris, Wyatt Hendrickson could be a Hodgman.
Yeah.
Because he lost to Mason Paris.
Well, he just said Mason Paris led all wrestlers in quality win points as a note for his quality of competition. I don't know what that means. But, Hodge watch.
Wow.
Man. Yanni in on a single. Shane Van Ness making it really tough for Yanni. Ed Scott, Daniel Cardenas, 4-4 going to overtime. And man, both guys look so tired. Cardenas especially, man. Cardenas takes a shot. 0-0 still Yanni Van Ness. Sasso Parco 2-1. Sasso in the lead. And Ed Scott. Wow, man. Cardenas. I'm really impressed with how strong he is. Demetrius Romero up 2-0 over Dustin Plott. Yanni takes a little peek at the clock. 30 seconds to go in the first. Still 0-0. And Sasso up 4-1 at the end of the first period. Nice re-attack for Van Ness. He's looking to finish here. And not able to do it as time runs out in the first period. Van Ness did a really good job timing that re-attack. Ed Scott gets the win over Cardenas in overtime. So Ed Scott's an All-American. NC State having a decent little round here.
Yeah. And, man, really impressive work from Van Ness to not give up any points against Yanni in that first period.
Mm-hmm. And Van Ness, quick escape. Carson Harchler coming to the mat. Isaac Olenek trying to extend Ohio State's record, and they're on a 12. Ethan Smith, Bailey O'Reilly, 3-3 in the first. Hamity up 2-0 over Austin Yant. Sasso's in control here, 5-1 over Parco. Parco in on a single, but head outside. You're not safe there with Sasso.
Man, the Spencer Lee loss really, really has me on edge watching Yanni. I know the two are unrelated, but Sasso's looking really good right now. 10 seconds left, second period. Yanni and Van Ness.
This is the type of match you need to wrestle to beat Yanni.
Yes.
Not saying anything profound there, but make it about one exchange at the end. The other thing here, too, it's the match is getting stopped. Kind of a weird match. Blood time, couple stoppages. Bailey O'Reilly up 4-3 over Ethan Smith in the second period. Dustin Plott mounting a little comeback, 3-3 after Romero was up early.
Man, and when you're zooming out of that Matt Ramos thing a little bit, how cool for Purdue and Tony Ursuline to get not one but two All-Americans and an NCAA finalist. It's like, it's tough. Sometimes you do good work for a long, long time and you just don't see the specific results you want to see, you know? And then all of a sudden, boom.
Yanni gets to his feet and gets out in 5-6 seconds. So 1-1 in the third period.
You know, Yanni's post-match, after his match with Arrington, he said, like, hey, I love when these freshmen come and attack me and go at me hard. That puts me in a position to win. And he pinned Arrington. Van Ness not going to do that.
Van Ness has been very selective with how he's attacked, and it's been like this, reattacks, and he's going to finish. Van Ness is going to finish this.
I think he is too.
Wow. Shane Van Ness up 3-2 over Yanni Diakomahalis.
Yeah, Yanni gets out right away. Riding time, no factor.
Oh, my goodness.
Minute 10 left.
Yanni's picking up his
locked on a single,
and
he is so good from here. He may put Van Ness on his back. He's got a takedown, and
he's got a takedown.
He's got near just one swipe, I think. Maybe.
But Yanni's got the leg split, and now he's getting near fall. Wow, Yanni.
Dude, Yanni gets.
Oh my goodness.
He just gets determined. He's like he was pretty stretched out on that single.
He was very stretched out.
Just barely locked. He's able to pull it in. But you've seen Yanni do that a million times, right? Get just so stretched out, pulls it in, splits the legs. Near fall now coming, and Yanni is not going to let Shane Van Ness off the mat.
Yanni was a minute away from being in the same position as Spencer Lee. Obviously not pinned, but huge upset. And now he is up 8-3, gets 4 near fall.
Now here's the thing.
So clutch from Yanni.
Here's the thing. Sammy Sasso is wrestling like a beast right now. He just won 14-2 over Kyle Parker, who is very, very good. All right, P. Youngs confirms Purdue basketball is done. He asked what the score is in Parko's match, 14-2.
Yanni's fired up. Yanni wins 8-3.
It feels like Yanni just won NCAAs, but no, he's got another day. He has to be ready again. Sasso tomorrow. And what in the world?
Ethan Smith up over Bailey O'Reilly. O'Reilly in on a leg, but Ethan Smith passes
O'Reilly was winning the last time I looked over there, so I don't know what happened.
And Carson Harchla trailing 1-0 over Isaac Olejnik.
Hole in the chat says he had it, dang it. Still super proud of Van Ness. Yeah, I mean, what's not to be proud about? That's incredible. By the way, Romero and Plott, 5'5". I'm sure you just said that. Demetrius Romero trying to be an All-American in his 8th year out of high school. He graduated in 2015.
Carson Harchla may have been taken down there on the edge. Ethan Smith wins, so he's an All-American for the second time in his career. First at 174. He was at 165 a few years back.
So, did Ethan Smith get that done?
Yeah.
So the Buckeyes 3-0 in the blood round?
So far.
Wow.
They still have Carson wrestling right now, Caleb Romero coming up soon, and Orndorff.
Ohio State in trophy position currently. They're in 4th.
Yeah, and they kind of snuck into it with those wins. Cornell in 2nd now. 2 finalists. Both on my fantasy wrestling team. Matt Finesilver, this is his last shot. Wrestling Marcus Coleman. Finesilver in on a single leg. Coleman can be tough to finish on from here. And, man, Coleman reaches down, grabs the ankle. We're not even halfway through the semis.
This is insane.
Oh, wow. Yanni is not lighter than when he wrestles freestyle. He's actually probably a little heavier.
Yeah.
His freestyle weight is a little over 5 pounds lighter than his folk style weight. So there's a question in the YouTube chat. People are talking about the Yanni Sasso matchup, saying Yanni does what Sasso does, just better. And wow, Dustin Plott came back to win. He did something.
And he's on my fantasy team.
There you go. And no takedown for Olejnik.
Okay. Sheesh.
Peyton Mako K. DeVos. Mako is yet to All-American.
Yeah.
And DeVos, for that matter.
So, by the way, Larry Owings, Dan Gable, that was 1968. So, 55 years. Right?
55?
No. 6, 7?
Yeah. 55.
Man.
Yeah.
55 years. You made me question myself.
Yeah.
You're like, 55? I'm like,
yeah.
I guess not. I don't know. Yeah, 55
you sure about
years.
that? You sure about why that's why?
That's a long time, but is there another upset that's even close?
I mean,
who else?
You know, I haven't been following college wrestling during all those 55 years.
I mean, you could look at Lee Camp, like some of Lee Camp, like Lee Camp could have been, you know.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what Kyle Kleeman would say.
Yeah,
he's the historian.
Yep. Yeah,
but it feels like it, you know, just being around wrestling and knowing other big upsets. It just feels like that's the one right there.
Yeah.
Man, everybody's just like, I can't believe people are still hopping into the chat. Spencer Lee lost.
Yeah.
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 It's really hard to process that big of an upset.
Yeah.
I don't know if we said this, but Shane Griffith did beat Julian Ramirez.
Yeah. Yeah, that's you know, flipping the script from last time.
Mm-hmm. Man. Carson Hartschlet needs a takedown. He's down. Well, it's 1-1.
But 1:02 at riding time. 20 seconds left. And Ohio State's been having a perfect run in the blood round, and it's looking like maybe going to come to a close. It's crazy because Hartschlet looked so good earlier, and then Keegan O'Toole killed him.
He's going to lose.
Yep. Northern Illinois.
Wow.
With an All-American, Olechnik.
Man, they're fired up.
2 seconds of riding time, and he's an All-American. Good for him.
Peyton Mako, K. DeVos, 0-0. Coleman finds silver 2-1, and we're underway in the semis. Josh Humphreys, Austin O'Connor, Peyton Robb, Levi Haynes. And I didn't realize this until listening to the interview with Humphreys. O'Connor beat Humphreys last year in the round of 12.
Man, and O'Connor was super hurt then.
Mm-hmm.
Nelson Brands leads Edmund Ruth. Everybody wants to know what Spencer Lee's going to do now. Is he going to semi-slide? I mean, I don't know. No idea his health. No idea anything. My guess is he's going to wrestle back. He's going to take third. He's going to pin or tech everybody along the way.
He would have the winner of Brandon Courtney, Eddie Ventresca.
All right, we got Cornhusker chat.
Husker chat
in for Peyton Robb.
Yeah.
Peyton Robb, 4th year last year. Had that incredible match with Ja'Cory Teamer where they were both like completely spent at the end.
Fine Silver, Coleman 2-2, and Fine Silver in on a single, but Coleman reattacks.
Coleman trying to come out the back door. Coleman can pop the head. He's going to have it. $35 left in that one. No score in the 157 semis, either one of them.
Coleman going to finish.
Yeah. Oh, Fine Silver, though. Looking for a reversal.
Zero in the semis. Yep, Griffith All-American.
Still no points at 57 in either semi. Their clocks are almost identical, too.
Mm-hmm. Man, Fine Silver, 4-3. He's losing, coming forward, but Coleman playing good defense, and Fine Silver loses in the round of 12, man.
That's brutal.
It's tough. I think that's his second or third round of 12 finish. He's a senior.
Really curious what we're going to see from him on the freestyle side of things. Whether or not he'll continue. All right, here we go. Peyton Robb on bottom, as is Austin O'Connor in their respective semis. Oh, man. Humphreys sold out to try to turn O'Connor, and O'Connor got out, rolled out, got the escape. 1-0 now O'Connor, 1-0 Peyton Robb. Both guys got their escapes like immediately in that second period.
Now Caleb Romero gets a quick takedown against Brian Bonino, Drexel.
So Hartslow lost. Ohio State 3 out of 4 right now in the round of 12.
Mm-hmm. And put Sammy Sasso in the finals. So really good round for Ohio State, despite the loss from Hartslow. Levi Haynes really close to finishing this takedown here. And he's going to do it.
Oh, man. Somebody just sent me a pretty heartbreaking video of Spencer Lee's mom just destroying her glasses on ESPN. Man, that's hard to watch. That is hard to watch.
Jeez, man.
Ouch. That is tough. Dang. It's a brutal thing, man. It is a weird thing. It's a weird thing to sit here and process it. And I know we're doing it with you guys in the watch party, but it's like, it is so sad. It is so sad. But it's also just like history. We just watch history.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And it's like you forget that can happen. Because Spencer Lee, and he's been so dominant.
And you shouldn't forget that it can happen because, like, there's only 4 four-timers in history for a reason, because somebody takes losses along the way in this tournament. Everybody does except for 4 guys. And so it's like, all right, don't forget, but they don't take them this late usually. But, man, so crazy.
Levi Haynes working hard to escape, and he does. So he's up 3-2 now. So Peyton Robb going to need a takedown. Minute 20 to go. And Austin O'Connor looking to go big, but doesn't look like he's going to. Yeah. Humphries rolls through. Humphries going to catch O'Connor on his back.
Oh, my gosh.
No,
he's close.
Almost.
O'Connor recovers pretty well, but Humphries not done. 2 for Humphries.
Gets the reversal.
He's got that side headlock. They're going to start counting. Well, I guess it's not. He's not off to the side yet. Yeah, now they're counting. And
but now
O'Connor's going to reversal.
Going to get a reversal? Man.
There's a takedown for Haynes. He goes up 5-2. Man, Levi Haynes just keeps getting better.
Levi Haynes. So Austin O'Connor is riding now almost a minute of riding time. And he's got it. So
yeah,
Humphries,
O'Connor looking good. Looking like we can have O'Connor, the 2021 NCAA champ, taking on the true freshman Levi Haynes in the finals. Haynes had a little more of a celebration after his quarterfinal win. He was almost pinned in that one, so makes sense. And he almost walked away forgetting to get his hand raised.
Man, really impressive win there from Levi Haynes.
O'Connor going to win that on riding time. 4-3. Humphries got out at the end, but riding time didn't matter. And the Lehigh coaches, wait, what's going on here? What's Coleman Scott yelling at? Bench warning against North Carolina.
I have no idea why.
O'Connor won on riding time, correct? I guess they're challenging whether or not there was an escape, but there should be a riding time point regardless.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why Coleman was freaking out. Did they give even if they gave a stall, doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Gavin Kane, Hunter Bolin. We saw Gavin Kane beat Hunter Bolin at ACCs. Caleb Romero putting it on. Brian Bonino gets another takedown. It's 8-3 now. Romero is over 2 minutes of riding time. Jacob Cardenas with a takedown of Zach Braunagel. Man.
All right, so they took away the escape and O'Connor won, but I still don't understand because his riding time went over a minute. We watched it, right?
Yeah, 4-3.
Okay, what? Yeah. Yeah. I would like to hear the commentary because something's going on that I missed, but
I'm wondering if they gave a stalling and an escape.
Okay.
If that's what they were looking at.
Maybe that's what they're worried about. All right, we got a little bit of time between 57 and 65. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I'll man the ship here. Caleb Romero up 8-4 over Bonino. Bolin 2-1. Cardenas up 2-1 over Braunagel. Silas Allred, Jacob Warner. Jacob Warner beat Silas Allred earlier this year. You kind of feel like they've had a little bit of mixed end of the year. Corlando Grant, they were checking if he got both a stall point and an escape. Yeah. And you know what? It kind of looked like that is what they called initially, but ran out of time before the escape. Okay. Thank you, chat. That's why we love you. But yeah, Warner Allred, different trajectories on the end of their year. You feel like Allred was on his way up with winning the Big Ten title, beating Max Dean 2 times, and Jacob Warner struggled kind of throughout the year in Big Tens. Lost to Jackson Smith at the Big Ten Championship, lost to Max Dean, losses to Mikhail Foy, Zach Braunagel. But here they are meeting in the round of 12, and none of that really matters anymore. Just the outcome of this match. Yeah, Brands won. So Nelson Brands is an All-American. He beat Edmund Ruth. Peyton Mako is an All-American. He beat Cade DeVos. Now Jacob Warner in on a single leg. But go out of bounds. Stalemate. Minute 20 to go in that first period. Cardenas is tied 2-2 with Braunagel, but he does have 38 seconds of riding time. Gavin Kane is leading Hunter Bolin 3-2 in the third, and Bolin is flattened out. Caleb Romero gets the 15-6 win over Brian Bonino, and he's an All-American. Should Austin O'Connor have gone to overtime? It's hard for us because we're not hearing the audio, but that was my initial thought is, did O'Connor have a mental lapse there, give up the stalling and the escape? So they're saying that was the challenge, that gave up the stalling and the escape, but then they said that time ran out before he got the escape.
Okay.
So who knows? Maybe Austin O'Connor is looking at the clock, watching it hit 0.
And let's go.
Yeah. And what we see on the screen, it's not always synced up 100% with the actual match clock. I remember a few years ago, World Championships, it looked like Jaden Cox had a step out on the screen at home, but in the arena, it was clearly time was out. So,
hey, by the way, when I left, Hunter Bolin was beating Gavin Kane 2-0. It's now 3-2 for Kane, and Kane beat Bolin at ACCs.
Yep, and Kane is just riding really tough here. He's got over a minute of riding time. Looks like this is going to be a really good couple of matches for North Carolina. Yeah, Ethan in the chat is saying that there was 2 seconds left on the screen, and That's got to be it. They wouldn't just not give an escape. But you never know. Yanni won. He was losing 3-2 with like a minute left.
Yeah.
And went and got a takedown.
He barely got his fingers locked on a single, and then pulled it in, split the legs, put Van Ness on his back. It was really impressive. Okay, so the chat very, very pro Levi Haynes. They're saying don't underestimate AOC, but Haynes has got this. I'm like, you might be underestimating AOC because that guy, he is super good. I don't know, that is a tough match. I think Haynes can do it for sure, but O'Connor in my mind is the favorite.
Yeah. Yep.
We're still living in a world where Matt Ramos pins Spencer Lee somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to believe that universe exists. But we're living in it. Caleb Henson beat Yaya Thomas, too. I don't know if we talked about that.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked really good in that match.
All right.
He had a tough one. He had a tough one the round before with Doug Zaff, and it was like, all right, Yaya, can you handle a guy like this? And it was like, I don't know. Just kind of took the reins.
And semis are underway at 65. And Quincy Monday finishes. Oh,
he did it. Quincy Monday's close to a takedown on David Carr.
Almost finishes this takedown. So close. Oh, there it is.
They gave it to him. And Quincy Monday said in his interview between the quarterfinals and the semifinals, he's like, hey, I can't let it just come down to the mat. He's like, he beat me on the mat. That was the difference. I need to get a takedown. And he said, I think I can. And he's proven that he can.
Jacob Cardenas is an All-American. Jacob Warner leading Silas Allred in the third.
Listen.
Jacob Warner's... This is to be a 4-time All-American for Jacob Warner.
And Warner this has been a rough season for him. No two ways about it. You can see he's got tape all up and down his leg. But
what are we seeing? Quincy Monday getting back points against David Carr.
Oh my gosh.
Did he get 2 swipes?
Yeah, the ref's holding 2. He's up 4-0. Carr's about to get either an escape or reversal. And it's a reversal. It's 4-2.
Okay.
Quincy Monday in the lead. And 40 years ago today, Quincy Monday and David Carr's fathers wrestled in an NCAA final.
Who won?
I think Nate Carr always won the NCAA matches.
Okay.
No, I don't think he always did. I think he won 2. Hold on.
What year did they wrestle?
Well, if it was 40 years ago, 1968. No, I'm just kidding.
You sure? You sure about that?
All right.
Orndorff, Schultz, and actually, so Orndorff and Schultz, they agreed to wrestle this match Greco. So.
All right, win-win.
Here we go. Silas Allred looking to finish this takedown here. This is it. 15 seconds. Man, they're in a weird position.
Yeah, so.
Whoa! Wow. That's gonna be it. Is that gonna be it for Jacob Warner? He does it. Wow.
Jacob Warner.
Warner.
Points to his heart.
Makes a muscle.
He's had a tough season, but man, gets on the podium again. Good for him. So Kenny Monday beat Nate Carr in the Big 8 finals twice, 82 and 83. And then Carr flipped it and won NCAA finals both years.
Okay. What if both Schultz and Orndorff both go neutral just wrestle.
What if one of them takes a shot and the other one calls leg foul and they
leg
just
foul.
agree? They just agree.
Okay,
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
Yeah.
Keith Gothard, he could not be happier about this Schultz-Orndorff Greco match. Spencer Lander says, Warner, 5-time All-American. Yeah, sure. The COVID year. Everybody was an All-American.
Yeah, we all were.
Yeah, so whatever. 5-time. But he was on the podium at the NCAA championships 4 times.
NCAA All-American.
NCAA's. All right, so Jackson Smith, Max Dean is an interesting one, too.
Truex Beard.
Man.
That's the 2 and the 5 seed. Now, Quincy Monday
gets
the escape, which he was not able to do in the All-Star.
Yeah.
And if Quincy Monday wins this match and makes the finals, he's just got like a big I told you so to everybody in the country. Because everyone's like, what's he doing? Why is he going 65 instead of 57? And here he goes. He's in the semifinals, up 5-2 on David Carr. And Keegan O'Toole, I don't know if we've talked about this match. Keegan is up 2-0 over Cam Amin. Keegan with 1:55 riding time.
You know, we talked about we didn't see as many upsets in like the round of 16 or quarterfinals of these top seeds as we'd expect, but I think that's probably why we're seeing some of them happen later, because we've got the very best of the best going against each other in these late rounds.
And Keegan gets a escape.
Quincy's looking for another takedown right now, and he may get it.
And we're still in the first period of this Monday Carr match.
Man. Quincy Monday locked around a double leg. Carr locked through the crotch. And this is crazy. Princeton, 2 NCAA finalists last year, trying to do it again. They already have Pat Glory in the finals. And Pat Glory now, the odds-on favorite to win this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Like, big time. I see that Pale Rod put in the chat, how is Dean Smith still in the first? That was like a couple minutes ago. They are still in the first. 33 seconds left in the first. Carr going down in the second. And he's out right away. So 1 point escape. Spencer in the chat says that Shane Sparks is going off on the broadcast about Warner being a 5-timer. Okay. I hope he's keeping a tally for every other COVID All-American too then, because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, Shane likes to go off.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
It's fine. Go off, but why pick that? I don't know. Shane's great. David Carr close to a takedown Monday, though. Oh, my gosh. Really nice evasion there. On the edge now. Quincy can stick his foot on the mat or off the mat and be out of bounds. But Carr close to a takedown. Oh, Carr's going to pull this in. And there's 2.
And he does. So
5-5, David Carr.
This next minute 5 in the second period is really important for Quincy Monday.
Tell you what, after the first period, Quincy took like half a knee. It was like he was trying to catch his breath, and it's like, man, you don't have time to catch your breath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pale Rod's right. Carr is really good at that single leg.
Keegan O'Toole up 5-0 with riding time over Cam Amin in the third. Max Dean, Jackson Smith. Max Dean up 1-0 in the second. Zach Elam, Colton McKiernan.
And Carr riding time at 35 seconds. So, you know, he's not going to get riding time at this period if he rides out, but you got to imagine Quincy Monday's going to go neutral.
So I was just going to ask, you got to think. He's going to go neutral.
Yeah, that's what I would expect.
Orndorff, Schultz. Schultz up 2-1 over Orndorff. I think he got 2 step outs. Orndorff 1 step out.
Yeah.
Or maybe a correct throw is in there.
Yeah, I think it was forced parterre. Neither of them could get the turn.
Look at that. Zach Elam gets the takedown and turn right away. Up 6-0.
Man, that'd be a good guy to have on your fantasy team.
Keegan O'Toole into the finals.
6-0 win.
And Quincy going down.
Really? Man, Quincy, I guess he doesn't, I mean, if he doesn't get out in 10 seconds, then getting out is just a tie. He's up. Oh!
Not out.
Yeah, riding time over a minute now.
Yeah, I don't understand that choice. But whatever. He's got to get up now.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes he makes choices that people don't understand. Sometimes it works out for him. But right now, it's looking like David Carr going to win this thing on, going to win it on riding time unless Quincy can get out. And it's crazy because in the interview between sessions, he said, he's like, the mat was the difference last time. I'm not going to let it be the difference this time.
Mm-hmm.
And so
yeah,
looking like the difference.
And you can say that when you're feeling good, and it's a different story when you're tired and you don't have the same energy as you had in the first, second period.
Well, I guess I just mean, like, don't let the position.
Yeah.
Just,
Well, I guess my point is, like, stubbornly you have that in your mind. Okay,
Sure.
I've put in all this work. I'm going down. I'm going to get away. And then it's the third period, and you said, okay, this is the plan. I'm going to do this.
Yeah. Man, he wrestled a perfect first period, and now it's looking like Carr going to get the win. Quincy's working up, but
he's going to get to his feet almost. Yeah, gets to his foot. Looks the kick away.
It's going to be a stall call, at least.
It's going to be a stall.
Wait, why did they start the count over? He's never... Okay. There's the stall. First one.
They're running back through the next round of consolations, which I don't know how it's going to work because we're still only on 165.
Yeah. Well, those will be done soon. It's just the match to see who goes on to the Conti semis, and then they'll be...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
They're not doing the other ones. Still don't.
Yeah, they'll do all the medal match. They'll do the Conti semis and the medals tomorrow.
So Quincy has, 7 seconds?
Mm-hmm.
Max Dean beating Jackson Smith 3-1 in the second. Elam up 10-2. And David Carr going to ride out. So we're going to get Keegan O'Toole, David Carr, round 3.
Man. That is my favorite series this season in wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Cardinal Noto.
Stoves Jr. wants to know why I picked bottom after getting ridden that much. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what we're all wondering. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Thought he had a better chance to get an escape than a takedown. Well, the thing is he only had 10 seconds to get an escape.
Yeah.
So he was more than likely going to need a takedown anyways. So, yeah.
In the third, Jackson Smith working for that escape. And, Max Dean definitely, obviously the favorite in the match, and also now that he's got the lead in the third, appears like he's going to. But it's a good, encouraging sign for Maryland.
And this is where, if you're riding Max Dean, he's just pinching the leg. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not stalling by any, objective thing that you can look at in the rule book.
Yeah.
But subjectively, looking at it from the outside, okay, he's just riding. He's not trying to turn.
Yeah.
to me, that's where you ding him. But Jackson Smith gets away.
Yep.
Somebody in the chat asked if we agree that ESPN showing Spencer's mom breaking her glasses was a terrible moment one of the most terrible moments in the history of television. And
it was pretty.
Somebody else said it was classless. Should not have shown her.
I mean, they showed parents a lot, and you don't always know what they're gonna do. But
yeah,
it was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
I don't know that it was classless, but it was brutal to watch.
Certainly not classy.
No, not classy.
Not classy. Dean up 3-2 on Jackson Smith. 38 seconds to go. Ooh, nice little duck for Smith. Gets to a body lock. And they go out of bounds. No points. This is for 8 All-Americans for Penn State. Pretty good. Lucas Davison gets the takedown in overtime over Big Slav.
Man, and Davison needed it. He had riding time, but I think he got hit for stalling right at the end, so went and got it. Davison, the 9 seed. All-American again, gives a hug to Joe Rao. Greco superstar. That is what you are.
And Max Dean gonna do it. He is a 4-time All-American. Yep.
Yeah, 2-time finalist.
Well, 5-time, excuse me.
5-time, yeah. Well, actually, no, he was at Cornell during the 2021 year, right?
Yeah.
2021 year. So he was 2020 year he was on the Cornell team. Or did he take an Olympic year?
He took 8th as a freshman. Second won it, and now this.
I know, but that 2020 year, did he take an Olympic red shirt? A bunch of the Cornell guys did.
I don't know.
I don't either.
No, yeah, you're right. He took an Olympic red shirt.
Wow. Pretty proud of myself.
So
right
4-time All-American.
Pretty proud of myself. That's what separates Jacob Warner from Max Dean.
Yeah.
He did not take an Olympic red shirt that year.
That and an NCAA title.
Mm-hmm. All right. Noto up 2-1. Now 3-1 on Cardinal in the third. In the match to decide who goes in the Conti semis and who goes for 7th.
No, it's not Dean versus Beard in the blood round. Somebody said Dean versus Beard in the blood round. That's insane.
No, Dean versus Jackson Smith.
Excuse us if we said Dean versus Beard, but Beard lost to Truex in the blood round.
Mm-hmm.
Dean beat Jackson Smith.
Yeah. Man, if you're going to beat somebody like Carter Starocci, you better be some kind of fearless. And Foca just, he's got that in him.
Noto beating Cardinal.
Yep.
5-1. Noto's tough. And Ventresca keeping it rolling.
Hole wants to know, how much of a chance are we giving Munoz versus Kekheisen? Well, if you convince Munoz that he was wrestling Aaron Brooks this whole time, that'll make it tougher. But Munoz, Kekheisen, I don't know. Seeing Kekheisen so close in the quarterfinal makes me think, if all Munoz needs is one takedown, that's going to open the door quite a bit more. But I lean Kekheisen pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Nagao or Rini should be fun. Yeah, I think so too. All right, so no score early on in these 174 semifinals. Labriola Lewis is a rematch from Cliff Keen Las Vegas, and Labriola got the win. That's really why he's the 2 seed and Lewis is the 3. I can't believe how close Quincy Monday was to beating David Carr.
Yeah, he certainly made it really interesting early. And that's what we've seen a few times. And most of the time it's been coming against Penn State guys, but someone gets that early takedown.
Wow.
Gets the back points and
man, that was so nice there by Starocci. He had Foca's leg elevated. Foca tried to dive through for the ankle, and Starocci just kind of pulled his leg up, and so the roll ineffective. Starocci got the takedown. That was really nice. Seemed like something where he's probably watched a little Foca film. Knew that might be coming. Courtney with a reversal. He goes up 4-0 on Eddie Ventresca.
Hilger Schuyler 1-0 Schuyler in the lead.
It is crazy how, for being a true freshman, how many rematch opponents Jesse Mendez has had in this tournament. He's wrestling Sam Latona, and if you remember, it was, Mendez beats Lucas Bird in the Michigan State Open. Then they have this big dual meet against Virginia Tech. Latona comes into the Cavelli Center, beats Mendez, and now Mendez and Latona wrestling consolations. Starocci putting a hard ride on Foca. About a minute and a half on the riding time clock. 15 seconds left on the match clock. Starocci to his feet. He went bottom in the second, and he's out in 20 seconds. He's out in like 7 seconds. A minute 39 on the riding time clock for Starocci. He's up 3-0. And Mekhi Lewis out.
Oh, nice little level change duck. But Mekhi Lewis catches it. Labriola looked like he had the angle to finish, but Kai can be tricky to finish on.
Yeah, so tricky.
Wow, I missed this. Will Feldkamp, All-American.
Really?
He beat Isaiah Salazar.
Man, congrats to Feldkamp.
Mm-hmm. And Feldkamp was 14 seed? Yeah, 14 seed. Salazar was the 9, the 8. So not a huge upset, but still.
Yeah. Starocci locked on a single. Saw him finish this on Foca one time before. Foca kicks out this time. Good for Clarion getting Feldkamp on the podium. Orini leads Nagao 4-2 right now. Tonight feels like the NCAA finals.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like, I can't believe we get a whole another day of this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hilger and Skyler are in overtime. They're going to see if they can get the 141 pounders on the mat before they leave the mat. They may. Ventresca and Courtney are in the third period. And as soon as they're done, there's going to be 41 pounders on the mat. And Hilger and Skyler are in OT. All right, chat. Will there be 141 pounders on the mat at the same time as the heavyweights? Got to be stalling. Yeah, stall call against Latona. Mendez backed him out in the second. First stall warning against Latona. 1-0 the lead there for Mendez. He got the escape.
Labriola gets the escape, so ties it up 1-1.
Pale Rod said it was tough. He's been watching Tanner Harvey since Harvey was little.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was tough. He had a good season. Brandon Courtney gets the win. Moves on to the Conti semis. And, Hilger got the win over Skyler.
Wow. Man, I thought Skyler was going to punch through this year.
Kind of crazy to see Hilger. And then he goes over the corner and he slaps hands with Bono and Reeder, two former Cyclones.
Mm.
All right. So after that last takedown by Starocci, it's 5-0. He's got over 2 minutes of riding time. Really, really impressive performance by Carter Starocci.
What was the score of the Skyler?
It was OT. It was an overtime takedown.
Okay.
Spencer in the chat says that Feldkamp had a huge throw on Salazar.
Okay.
That'll do it. All right, so Starocci into the finals again for the third time in 3 tries. Penn State extends its lead, 102.5. Iowa is in second. And that's impressive, especially, not getting those finals points from Spencer Lee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it feels like Iowa has a trophy kind of locked up, but definitely not second place locked up.
No, not yet. Ohio State is in that fourth trophy spot right now, and Mendez trying to add to their cause. D'Amelio up now against Lachlan McNeil. Also for the Buckeyes.
Man, that guy was so tough.
Did he get a turn?
With those legs. I didn't see it.
I think he was down 4-3. Must have got a turn. And Orini had over a minute of riding time when that period started.
Labriola, Kai Lewis, 1-1 in overtime.
A lot like their last match.
Mm-hmm. Mendez, Latona, 1-1. 20 seconds to go in the third.
Yeah, Spencer, go for chat. Pump for Nagao into the top 6.
Just a outstanding end of the year for him.
Mm-hmm. And Orini.
And they got Blockus coming to the mat too. Blockus Mirren.
Orini and Nagao, the two probably.
Oh boy.
Oh, Mackay, good reattack.
But Labriola,
he's so scrambly.
really scrambly, man. He hustled hard to get to that corner.
Yeah, now Mackay is looking for a stalemate.
This is where Labriola is really good. But
Mackay is going to try to lock this leg down. 5 seconds.
We're going to go to tiebreakers.
Yep.
Man, it looked like for a split second, Mackay was in a really good position to finish. But that's when...
That's... How many people have been in that exact scenario with Labriola?
It's just so impressive how... Whoa. Man, Mendez takes a shot off the mat. That's pretty fun.
Dude, Mendez is such a competitor.
Yeah, he is.
It doesn't matter if it's the consolation round. Like, he is just...
Yeah, and that's why, man, from the beginning of the year, I think a lot of people felt good about picking him to All-American just because he's a gamer.
Yeah.
But Latona in on a single, but stretched out now, and Labriola had Mackay in a really tricky situation for a second. Almost getting swipes.
Really good top work there from Labriola.
Yeah, Labriola riding tough. Eight seconds to go in the first round of ride-outs, tiebreakers. So winner of Mendez, Latona, gets Mikhail McGee.
Yeah, McGee was... Mendez didn't have answers for him.
And let's see here. Labriola going to ride Mackay Lewis out. And
he's going to go neutral.
Yep, it's going neutral. D'Amelio, Lachlan McNeil. McNeil up 3-0.
I don't know that Labriola's been hit for stalling.
I don't think he has.
They called action there, and I guess. I mean, he did kind of circle back in, but Mendez trying to put that ride on. Oh, Latona. Mendez now locking the wrist of Latona so that he doesn't get that side headlock
and
call.
Labriola gets a takedown. Labriola going to do it. Labriola beats Mackay Lewis.
Oh, Latona's so close to a reversal here. And Mendez going to ride out. And got to imagine he's going neutral. Lachlan McNeil up 5-1 over D'Amelio. I haven't even been looking at that match.
Yeah, it's not the most important match right now.
Labriola into the finals.
And just like that, Team Kozak has 3 NCAA finalists.
I think I only have 2, but I got a chance for 3. Latona in deep on an attack. Mendez trying to fight it off. 15 seconds left.
Oh my.
Latona steps over. He jumps over, and Mendez locked through the crotch. 7 seconds left.
Not going to get it.
Mendez flips the script from November. They wrestled in November.
Man, and Ohio State having a sneaky good tournament here on the through the consolations.
Yeah. Jesse Mendez has a hole in the back of his singlet. I don't know how somebody ripped a hole in the back of his singlet.
Yeah.
Good for Mendez. Pale Rod says, hopefully Brooks doesn't grab the side of the mat this time. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
Oh, wow.
Against Hidley.
NCAA Finals.
Mm-hmm. All right, so waiting for 184 to come up. We got Murin trailing Blockus 1-0. Blockus got an escape. They're in the second period. Murin will have choice in the third. Phileas Carlson. Carlson now a two-time All-American. Jackrabbits with a couple on the podium this year. Tanner Sloan trying to make it to the finals. McNeil all over D'Amelio. Mahler up 2-1 on Henson. These guys wrestled earlier this year, and Mahler got the win. Can't remember the score of that one. Lachlan McNeil into the top 6.
Yeah, great season for him. He had kind of struggled a little bit to start the year. Lost to Cole Matten, which isn't a terrible loss.
Mm-hmm.
But really turned it on to end the year. And, you know, in a conference where I think he was third at ACCs behind, who was he behind? Jack and Tom Crook.
Mm-hmm.
Either of those guys All-American.
Yeah.
And he does. So that's, super impressive. Jared Franek, Will Luan. What are the chances this match goes to overtime?
I'd say pretty strong. Caleb Henson, Brock Mahler, their last match was 7-5 for Mahler.
Okay. Yeah, and Jesse Mendez, he, in the round of 6, consolation round of 16, to get to the blood round, the ref in overtime gave Ragusin a takedown.
Yeah.
To end the match. And they threw the challenge, overturned it. Mendez goes on to win. And then,
Franek with the takedown.
Against Bird, he needs a takedown with 10 seconds to go. He gets it with 4 seconds left.
Yeah.
It's like Mendez was this close to not placing twice, and now he's in the top 6.
Yeah. And he's figured out how to beat a lot of guys who have beaten him earlier in the year. I don't know about a lot, but guys who he's had history with.
And yeah.
But McGee seems like a different kind of challenge in the next round.
And you wonder with Jesse Mendez, now does he redshirt next year? Does he take a year that he's had that?
Yeah, maybe they put Bouzakis in at 33, redshirt Mendez, and let that
D'Amelio still has another year left.
Yeah, let that freshman class that's coming in next year, Kilcurie, Welsh, let them, Brandon Cannon's in there.
Yeah.
Let them get their sea legs a little bit. Who knows?
I don't want to take the conversation in a different direction, but after this laser break on Mat 1, we have Bryce Andonian versus Ed Scott.
Oh my gosh.
So
you gotta love it.
There might be semifinals coming up, but you gotta watch Mat 1 right now.
Keep one eye on Mat 1.
Bryce Andonian and Ed Scott had the craziest period of wrestling I've ever seen.
Now, don't watch Mat 1 so close that you get the lasers in your eyes.
That's right.
But once the lasers are gone.
After laser break. Yeah. Overtime between Murin and Blockus.
Yeah, Stoves Jr. said he had a weird dream that Spencer Lee got pinned in the semis. That would be insane if that had happened.
Yeah.
That would just be crazy.
It couldn't be real.
Man, how did that happen? Well, Matt Ramos made it happen.
Mm-hmm. All right, semifinals have started. Kakai's in on a single, but comes up with a deep underhook.
Coming up with a deep underhook is one of his favorite things to do.
Oh, Murin goes big, gets the takedown.
Murin in the top
up.
6.
Good Murin America.
That's right. Making Miss Hiss proud.
That's right.
And I thought you were saying whoa about Andonian flying across the mat against Ed Scott.
Yeah, I looked over and it's like some kind of body slam almost. Jared Franek looking for another takedown on Will Lewan. And I think we said it, Trent Hidley and Aaron Brooks. Trent has always wrestled Aaron Brooks tough, but Aaron Brooks in on a deep single leg, elevates it, and finishes for 2 early in the first. It's going to make things tough for Hidley. Man, I'm not watching Andonian Scott. It's 6-1 now.
Gosh dang it. Yeah, it was 2-0 last I looked.
I'm not following my own advice here.
Yeah, it's tough. We got NCAA semis. Brooks up 2-0 on Hidley. And Hidley has taken Brooks down in their past, but there are also times where Aaron Brooks just kind of completely levels up.
Mm-hmm.
And he's tough to beat when he does that. Minute left in the first. Munoz Keckeisen, no score there. Brooks with another takedown. Wow. Dang. This is one of those matches for Aaron Brooks so far. All right, chat. We got 3 weights left. What do you think? Looking like Brooks in control.
Yeah.
But 97 still has been the craziest match. So who do you got in the chat? You got Nino, you got Laird. Who wins that one? Nino said, I think Nino said when I listened to his interview between sessions that he has not wrestled Laird in college. Maybe back in the day in high school, but not in college. And then we got Big 12 Finals rematch, Sloan and Rocky Elam. Who you guys got? Griffith Caliendo rematch. These guys have met twice this year. They split. Griffith wrestling above his seat already. He came in as the 9. Caliendo the 7. North Dakota State getting an All-American. By the way, we talked earlier about Lachlan McNeil. North Carolina with 3 All-Americans this year.
Not so bad.
It's pretty good.
0-0 still in Munoz Keckeisen. Yep. But now Keckeisen in on a single. And he's kind of threatening with that cradle, but Munoz kicks out.
All right, so in the chat, Spencer wants to know who will Nagao have tomorrow. That will be Dayton Fix.
Yeah, which, with the way that Nagao is wrestling, He's an underdog, but not that much of an underdog.
Yeah. Spencer, you forgot about Good Mirror in America? Oh, man. I would never.
Oh.
I would never forget about Good Mirror in America. There's the episode about, I think, one of the Glazier brothers has a missing toe. What else? There's an episode about, I think, Abe Assad's mother's chicken casserole. There's a lot of good episodes of Good Mirror in America. I think there might only be 2 episodes.
There's 2 or 3, yeah.
There's 2 or 3.
If you haven't seen them...
If you've seen Good Mirror in America, tell us in the chat. What's your favorite episode?
What's your favorite part of the episodes? Is it Tony Cassiope just smiling?
It's an unrecognizable Tony Cassiope. He was like 50 pounds bigger at that time.
Yeah.
Hull's got Nino. That's our first prediction, 197.
Oh.
Good Mirror in America was a show probably produced by the Iowa Athletic Department, built around the premise that Murin's name was similar to morning.
Mm-hmm.
And so then if you said instead of Good Morning America, you could say Good Mirror in America.
Yeah.
And that was really the whole premise it was based on.
Will Luan down 3-2 to Jared Franek. Kayla.
Do you think they always wished that they would have done that with Morningstar, and they never did, and so they just waited for another athlete with an M name?
It's a good strategy. Good logic.
Man, Henson just completely changing the course of this matchup with Mahler. He lost the last one 7-5. He's up 6-3. Oh my gosh. Andoni and Scott 7-5. Now it's 8-5.
Kekai's riding pretty tough here. Franek holding on against Luan, and Franek wins. So he's going to advance to the Conti semis, and Aaron Brooks just in cruise control here, up 5-1.
Franek top 6.
What in the world is Bryce Andonian doing?
You could say that at about any point in time in any of his matches.
Munoz really working hard to try to escape, but Kekai's doing a great job, riding tough.
Riding time 54 seconds now for Kekheisen. Oh, in the chat, Dayton, one of the greatest to never win it. He still has another year. So we'll see.
Andonian up 9-7 now.
Yeah, Scott cut him loose. He's trying to hunt for a takedown.
And,
woo,
there's no losers here. Fans win, and both these guys are on my fantasy team, so I win.
Win-win.
Win-win.
You'd win more if one of them got a pin.
Mm-hmm. Which is a pretty good chance that's going to happen.
It's in the realm, especially if it goes to overtime.
Ed Scott, it should be 9-9. Oh,
he's going to get near fault. And he's going to get pinned. There you go. Wow. Ed Scott pins Bryce Andonian. 5 seconds left in the match. Nobody celebrates like NC State celebrates.
Uh-huh.
They just love it. By the way, it's 5-3 in the semi between Brooks and Hidley. Riding time is locked for Brooks, so Hidley needs more than a takedown.
And Munoz did get an escape. And nice single leg for Kekheisen. He's been here a few times, hasn't been able to convert. Oh.
Uh-oh. Munoz looks
hurt.
Kekheisen got a takedown, and Munoz was injured in the process.
And Aaron Brooks beats Trent Hidley 6-3.
Brooks into the finals. Waiting to see if it's going to be Kekheisen or Munoz.
Shane Griffith beats Michael Caliendo.
3-1. Top 6 for Griffith. Man, who's he gonna? I wonder if he's gonna have Quincy or if he'll have Amin. He's gonna have Amin.
Okay.
Oh, Olejnik trying to put Hamity on his back. Olejnik got the takedown.
Nelson Brands, Peyton Mako, and Penn State kind of running away with things now. 109-70. Ohio State, Missouri, Nebraska, all still in it for the trophy. Looks like Cornell is in a really good spot.
Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, Ohio State in 4th, Missouri in 5th. Missouri has 3 All-Americans on the backside plus Keegan O'Toole in the finals. And Rocky Elam's still to go in the semis. So
Okay.
Elam's he's their big opportunity.
Mm-hmm. But, man, Dustin Plott.
Feldkamp loves to go big. He's got Marcus Coleman on his back.
Dustin Plott up 4-1 over Ethan Smith.
Wow. It's a good guy to have on your fantasy team.
Keckeisen gets the escape to end the second. You can tell Munoz is hurting with that knee.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I wonder if he's still confused why he's not wrestling Aaron Brooks, too.
He might be. Plott got a reversal right at the end of that first period, though, so it's 4-3 on that match. If you're wondering why we're talking about Munoz and Brooks, there was an interview, and we're not. Yeah, somebody in the interview room asked him about wrestling, preparing for wrestling.
How do you
Aaron
prepare
Brooks.
for wrestling Aaron Brooks tonight?
And he answered the question as if he was wrestling Aaron Brooks, and we were concerned. Does he think he's wrestling Aaron Brooks?
Maybe that was an Aaron Brooks plant.
Yeah.
Where he's like, hey, ask him about wrestling.
He sent some rando that's totally unprepared for the interview in there to ask him about why he was wrestling Aaron Brooks. That's as likely as any real plausible scenario that should happen in a wrestling media scrum.
Marcus Coleman gets a takedown and puts Feldkamp right to his back.
Uh-oh.
Not a good spot if you're Feldkamp, and not a good bridge either.
Yeah, no.
You got to use your legs.
There it is. Coleman with the fall.
he was bridging without using his legs.
He's trying to get a little ab workout in. Hey, I'm not going to hate on a guy for trying to tone his abs in the middle of a wrestling match. That's good.
His legs it was like flat out.
Yeah. Man. It's so bizarre. I'm looking at semifinal results, and now I'm starting to think about tomorrow's finals matchups. And I still want to say Spencer Lee against Pat Glory. Like, yeah, okay, he lost, but he's still going to be in the finals,
mm-hmm.
right? No, that is not what happens. Matt Ramos, Pat Glory. Man, is Chris Ayers going to have his first NCAA champ? Keckeisen wins. He moves on to the finals. He'll see Aaron Brooks. That was a very one-sided match the last time it happened at the All-Star Classic. But, of course, it doesn't count. And, NCAA championships, that's what matters. Aaron Brooks, though, has looked really good this year.
Mm-hmm. Nelson Brands up 4-0 over Peyton Mako.
Tell you what, Iowa has had a really, I'd say, pretty clutch performance in the consolations. Nelson Brands not seeded to place. He's looking really good. Jacob Warner, not a great season for him relative to his career, but he's on the All-American podium. Max Mirren, seeded 8th, has been in the round of 12 every year, gets it done. Now he's top 6. So I think a really good job by Iowa in the consolations. And that Spencer Lee match probably, I'm certainly right, that stings for Iowa fans, but Real Wood's in the finals. Team's really wrestling like a trophy team for sure.
Mm-hmm. And they still got Big Cass to go.
Yep. Waiting for those 197 semis to take the mat.
Nelson Brands 4-1 over Peyton Mako now. We're going to get Big Daddy Schultz against Lucas Davison. This is not a Greco match. And Dustin Plott going to beat Ethan Smith. What place is Oklahoma State in right now?
Good question. Oklahoma State is in, you want to guess?
15th.
19th.
Wow.
They're only 2 points out of 15th, though.
Okay.
No. 4 points out of 15th. They are right in front of. Do you want to guess the program's right in front of them and right behind them?
Northern Iowa.
You got the direction right.
Northern Colorado.
Is right behind them.
Wow. Lehigh. Wisconsin. Okay.
All right, waiting for 97 to get going. Oh, man. Lucas Davison's trying to go body lock with Colton Schultz.
Yada. Nothing.
Out of bounds. Man. Nelson Brands really put it on Peyton Mako. And Nelson, does he have another year?
I think so.
Yeah.
Does he have 2 years?
Why not?
3?
Sure. If he wants him.
Nelson Brands. No, he's just 1 year. But he might have 2 if last year was a
injury.
Because last year was a medical. This could only be a sophomore year. I don't know. Maybe not.
Truax Dean on the mat. Wow, Truax. Low single.
I was going to say, I feel like this is a tough matchup for Dean. Truax is very hard to score on. He's hard to ride. really, really long.
And the size advantage that he's normally giving up is not really a factor against Dean.
Yeah, Truex has been bleeding like crazy this tournament.
Coagulate, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hale Rod says Shane Sparks is so funny. What's he doing?
He's probably high on Max Mirren right now.
Yeah, he might be. Yeah. Okay, yeah. CW Mello says we got 2 184 pounders on mat 1. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. No real size advantage. These matches tonight have been unbelievable.
Jacob Warner, Jacob Cardenas. Warner gets a quick takedown.
Yep.
Yeah, this is, I mean, maybe the best round of wrestling I've ever watched in my entire life.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's been incredible.
I mean, been to the last 2 world championships. Those are pretty cool too, but just the crazy upsets.
And like the almost upsets. Like
almost upsets,
that's that's the other part. And the blood round has been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like, so last year, because you had all the new, or all the the COVID extra year thing, you had very, very few new faces, it seemed like. And this year it's like we're seeing those guys and we're seeing how they perform in this type of tournament. So, Jesse Mendez wrestling back top 6, Caleb Henson wrestling back top 6. Like some of these youngsters, it's been really fun. Lockley McNeil wrestling back top 6. Yeah. Keith says that Shane kept saying Dusty Plot.
Wow. Man, that was a crazy scramble with Bernie Truax. It was weird. He went to pass the leg, but instead of passing it, kind of let go halfway through and then just came out. It was a different little scramble position there.
That's awesome. All right, we got semifinals up, 197. Pale Rod asked odds Tanner Sloan gets a Gator Bacon. I would say 0. He's not a Gator Bacon man. You're thinking about Tanner Cook.
Mm-hmm.
You got your Jackrabbit Tanners confused.
Sloan was really close to finishing that single leg.
Yeah.
And Ethan Laird gets a quick takedown. And Nino gets a escape. And
now Rocky Elam close to scrambling for 2. If he can break this grip, I think he's going to get it. And he broke the grip, got it. Rocky Elam goes up 2-0, and they've already got more points on the board than they did in their Big 12 final, or the same amount of points.
I don't know if they're going to let him challenge this.
It's pretty late.
That was really late challenge.
And I don't know what he's challenging.
He wants a takedown.
Oh, he wants Sloan's takedown.
Mm-hmm. But that was a beautiful throw of a brick. Did it land right on them?
Yeah, it did. and it wasn't aggressive. It's just sort of very well placed. Yeah. CW Mello loves the fresh faces. Yeah, I do too. Like, it's nice having these guys for the extra year, but I will be glad in like 15 years when this extra year thing is over and we don't have to do it anymore. It feels like it's going to be 15 years. It won't be.
Looking to finish a single leg here. Laird could be tough. He's so long.
I feel like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth where I'm like, yeah, let's get rid of the extra, not get rid of, but I'll be okay when the extra year is over. And there's another challenge on the Sloan Elam mat. I'll be glad like when the extra year is over and it's back to normal. But on the other side of it, it's nice to see a guy like Laird, having an opportunity. So I don't know. I don't know what I want. Sloan gets the escape. I don't know. Are they challenging locked hands or what?
Maybe. Nino gets the takedown.
Nice takedown. Nino, known for his offensive output, doesn't stop shooting.
Man, Nino, so emotional after his quarterfinal win, too. You could see it on the mat and then also in the interview afterwards. And that's what makes this tournament so awesome. You know how much it means to these guys.
Dean in on a shot on Truax. Elevates. Got it up on his shoulder.
Truax
Wow.
is so tricky. He's one of those guys wrestles in the Pac-12. You don't normally get to see him wrestle all that frequently. But when you do, it's just, you're really impressed by some of the things that he can do, especially defensively.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Spencer in the chat said he was glad to see. It was fun for him watching how grateful Nino was too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Max Dean gets a takedown though, at the edge of the mat.
End of the period too. That's big.
And you wonder, you see Jacob Warner. He's beating Jacob Cardenas now. You wonder, with this season that he's had, if he feels like, okay, pressure's gone now.
100%. Yeah, I bet you're right.
Because he just kind of got that sense where, he loses to a Braun Eagle or he loses to Mikkel Foy, and then the fans start, chirping, and he doesn't feel like he's having the season that he should. You kind of got that sense the whole year that he just had a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, he really did. Even, I was in Carver for the Oklahoma State match, which was the finale of the dual season for the Hawkeyes, and it was his, final duel inside Carver Hawkeye, and they have videos of all the seniors, and even in his video to the fans, he was almost like apologizing that he hadn't had a better season, and it's like, man, I think these fans appreciate you, and sure, they want you to win every match, of course, but like, man, you don't need to put that pressure on yourself, but now he's gotten it done, and the All-American honor for the fourth time, and good for him. Caleb Romero, 11-3 over Kane.
In Ohio State, 57.5 points.
Missouri will pass them by a point if Elam wins this match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then Missouri still has Zach Elam.
Mm-hmm.
And Lucas Davison looking to get big here, finish, and he catches Colton Schultz in the big boy cradle.
He's going to get this.
Yeah, that biggity boy.
He got it. He's a diggity dog, and he got it in overtime. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. That's what they say.
Oh, that was perfect.
That was really perfect. Shout out to all you Kesha fans.
Pitbull.
Mr.
Worldwide.
Here comes Zach Elam. How about when Zach Elam just locked up a body lock and threw Wyatt Hendrickson and got 6 points and then lost by major? That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Spencer in the chat, Warner really picked it up after Mikkel Foy. Kind of, but then Big Tens wasn't great for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's this tournament where he's picked it up.
Yeah, because who did he lose to at Big Tens? Jackson Smith?
Yes.
And Max Dean.
Yeah.
Nino Bonacorsi in control here, 7-3 going into the third, or in the third. Minute 26 to go. He's got a minute 34 riding time.
Man. All right, man, we're still halfway through the first period over here, and that won 2 challenges in the first period. I'll do that to you, and 2 failed challenges. No, actually, they did give him the lock hands, but then Sloan didn't get the escape. So now it's 2-2. So it was a good challenge. 1 failed challenge, 1 successful challenge.
Okay. So it's just like it's 0-0. Only Rocky Elam does have some riding time. Bernie Truax 6'5" over Max Dean. He's riding with 7 seconds to go.
Dean to his feet.
That's going to be it.
Truex into the top 6. Oh, overtime.
Oh, Dean had
riding time.
Riding time. Wow. Yeah, Warner got choice.
Oh, Truex to the leg.
Warner's up 3-2 now, and he has a minute. What is that? 59 riding time.
Truex got it. Now he's into the top 6.
So Warner basically up 2 with 30 seconds to go in the third. And first period going to end. Elam Sloan 2-2. And as the first period ends, the match ends. Nino Bonacorsi wins 10-4 over Ethan Laird. Nino Bonacorsi now a 2-time NCAA finalist. We saw him 2 years ago losing the finals to AJ Ferrari. Now he's awaiting the winner of Rocky Elam and Tanner Sloan.
He's the 1 seed this time.
Mm-hmm.
Was he like a 10 seed the year that he made it?
Yeah, something like that. And Jacob Warner beats Jacob Cardenas.
Sloan going to work on top. And it was Elam with the minute riding time in their Big 12 final, but Sloan's got in a pretty good position here. Sitting on the ankle, and they called blood time. Sloan was cross-facing pretty hard, and Elam's bleeding. Cornell fans and, well, Ohio State fans, I think especially, are probably really pulling for Missouri. Lose. Sorry. Didn't finish this. They're pulling for Missouri to lose. They want to keep that lead. And now I think they were missing some points last time they updated the team score, because now Missouri trails by 8.5.
Oh, wow. Well, Caleb Romero won.
Okay. And they didn't have those points up.
Mm-hmm.
Missouri fans can move into trophy position if both Elams win. Actually, they would also need a bonus point. So we'll see.
It would be close.
They would have 8. Well, actually, how many points do you get
half point for advancement?
And then, but what are the placements from 8 to 6?
From 8 to 6 is
from 3 to 6.
3
right?
to 6. Yeah.
So you get 3.5.
3.5, and then 10.5. So
yeah, so they would move into trophy position. They'd have 62.
Tied.
They'd be tied. Elam looking for a reversal. Sloan returns.
Man, Sloan riding tough.
Could be the classic Pitt, South Dakota State finals match. Oh, Sloan looking for a tilt. He's getting swipes. He's going to get 4 points.
Wow.
Man, Tanner Sloan has made some serious adjustments since wrestling in this very building 2 weeks ago.
More blood time.
Spencer says he's shouting us out for listening to him babble all day. Listen, you guys are the ones that have been listening to us babble, so thank you. Spencer, we appreciate the comments.
Yeah, and for like the first half an hour after the Spencer Lee match, I don't think we made much sense at all.
No, we were just what? Hall says as much as he doesn't like Ferrari, he would have owned this weight. I mean, that's one of the biggest what ifs, right? If Ferrari had been in a place in his life to be in the weight last year and this year, how would we be talking about him, and how would we be talking about this weight? It's 1-0 in the third for Hilger and Elam, and Rocky Elam and Tanner Sloan are going to shut this tournament down. There's not going to be another match happening in this tournament by the time theirs gets over because Zach Elam and Trent Hilger are in the third. We've had 2 challenges. We've had blood time. Second period's over. They're going to the third. Sloan's going underneath. So if you're Elam, you got to try to get to a turn. He has them. Elam puts a leg in. Sloan fighting hands. On the edge. Elam with that leg. Sloan trying to work out. Elam keeps following, but Elam needs points. He's down by 4.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Elam's riding time is nearing a minute against Hilger, and now it goes over a minute. Hilger up, and was he out? We're going to talk about it. Sloan to his feet. Elam with the leg in. Stall warning on Elam not returning. And Sloan looking for a reversal. He's close. Sloan's going to try to navigate the reversal and also stay in bounds. He keeps that foot in. I don't know if he's going to get the reversal. Kind of seems like they should be looking at a drop-down situation here. And Tanner Sloan's out. They're off the mat. More blood. 7-2, Tanner Sloan. And it's looking like he's going to be in the finals. Carr asked, are the championship rounds running behind schedule? I don't know. I think they're scheduled to go till about 10 Central, about 11 Eastern. I would guess about a 3-hour session. Maybe a little bit though, because
of this match right here.
This match right here. That's all right. Keith Gothard just gets to stay up a little later watching heavyweights.
And tomorrow, Saturday, he doesn't have to deliver the mail.
That's right. Wait, don't they deliver mail on Saturdays? Keith, do they deliver mail on Saturdays? I don't know.
Maybe they do.
I have no idea. Elam trying to chase Sloan around the mat, but it's going to be too little too late. Let's him go feet to back. And
mail get delivered on a Saturday. Yes, USPS has Saturday delivery.
Okay.
Your local delivery time depends on where you are.
Tanner Sloan into the finals. Nino Bonacorsi tomorrow. Man, that's a big moment for the program.
Yeah, that's huge.
Jackrabbits, of course, their last NCAA finalist was a champ. That was Seth Gross, but none under the Damian Hahn era. And Zach Elam gets the win for Missouri. So good news for Ohio State and their trophy Bad news for the Tiger fans. They're not out of it. A lot of points left, and you can see Iowa's in second with 77. Cornell third, 64. Ohio State 62. Missouri 51.5. That's going to go up to 55, and then Nebraska with 51. So a lot of points still up for grabs. Oh, okay. Keith's off Sundays and thankfully Mondays. All right. Got the Sunday, Monday off.
So that upset by Tanner Sloan was the first upset in the semifinals since Vito over Dayton Fix.
Wow. I thought you were going to say first in the semis. And I was like, well, wait a minute. I can think of another one.
Yeah. Oh, boy. All right.
Dude, Kirkfleet Henderson. This is some heavyweight wrestling we can get behind, Keith. I'm sorry if they're a little more athletic than you prefer. Oh, Pale Rod took a 4-day weekend for this tournament.
Yeah, that's next level thinking there.
That's the move. That's the one right there.
That's the one right there. Wow. Wow. All right. Let me look at some All-American numbers.
Okay.
Penn State has 8. I want to say that's the best.
8 out of 9 qualifiers. It's pretty good.
Iowa 6 All-Americans. That's pretty respectable.
Very good.
Cornell 4.
What's Ohio State? They got to be 5 or 6.
Jesse Mendez, Dylan D'Amelio, Sammy Sasso, Ethan Smith, Caleb Romero, 5.
Okay.
Missouri.
Crazy Harchlet didn't do it.
Yeah. Missouri. Brock Mahler, Keegan, Mako, Elam, 5. So Ohio State, Missouri is 5. Nebraska, Cronin, Hardy, Rob, Labriola, 4.
Okay.
Iowa State, just 2? They really only get 2? Wow.
Sheesh. Just Coleman and Carr?
They had Redding and Swiderski and Skyler.
And Skyler.
Wow, and they're on 12. Yeah, just 2. So they're probably staying outside that trophy race. Michigan had just Will Lewan, Cam Amin, Mason Parrish, just 3. So Michigan can probably jump. Iowa State probably not going to climb to Nebraska, Missouri levels. NC State, Kai Orini, Ed Scott, Trent Hidley, just 3 as well. So yeah, they're probably not going to jump up either. Michigan can get close to Nebraska, but right now it's looking like Ohio State, Missouri, Cornell are going to be battling out for the trophy.
Okay.
And that at the beginning of the year, it was like, that's the question. Penn State, Iowa seemed to be the 1-2 lock, but like after that, wide open.
Yeah, I mean there were different points in this year where you would have circled certain teams and you're like, yes, definitely. Iowa State, definitely at points.
Arizona State at the beginning of the year.
Ohio State, there were definitely points. No way.
Mm-hmm.
No way. But now look at them.
Yep. Missouri felt like, okay, maybe they're a sure number 3. Nebraska.
They've been ranked 2 a lot of the year.
NC State, Virginia Tech were right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Virginia Tech had 10 guys qualify. NC State, I mean, they were projected top 4, top 5. to start, but man. All right. This is it. Last semis of the night.
And these are some excellent heavyweight matches, but
Mason Paris
Mason
finishes
Paris
right away
on a mission. But I am most interested in Hendrickson Kirkfleet.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Kirkfleet's probably a better wrestler. I think Hendrickson can make you pay for any mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Did you listen to Hendrickson's interview?
After quarters?
Quarters?
I don't think I did, no.
He said, I've wrestled Kirkfleet. Wrestled him when I was 10. He said, my dad told me, watch out for the ankle pick off the whistle. And I was like, all right, whatever. And then he hit the ankle pick off the whistle and beat me. And wow, Kirkfleet didn't have a shot. And Hendrickson reaching for that leg. He did knock Kirkfleet off balance.
Oh, baby.
Oh, my gosh. Hendrickson looking for a takedown here.
And Kirkfleet just barely holding on to the ankle.
Man, I don't know why Hendrickson's
not
moving.
He?
He got the two.
Wow. Hendrickson gets the takedown.
And you know he's going to go for a pin immediately.
Mm-hmm. And Mason Paris already over a minute of riding time.
Listen, I said it earlier. I've said it many times because I'm a Colorado Springs guy, but 20 years ago was the last time Air Force had an All-American. It was Kevin Hoy. He was a heavyweight. He was a 2 seed. He made the finals. And
look what Mason Paris is doing to Big Cass.
Oh, he's going to pin him.
He just runs that bar right over, knees him in the face now.
He didn't pin him. He didn't pin him in the chat.
But
Sorry.
He did get 4-point near fall. And this is turned into a very different match than their match in the duel. And Wyatt Hendrickson and Mason Paris, they did wrestle earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
That's Hendrickson's only loss on the year. Other people may have told you that he lost to Slavakuski. That's not true.
Who told you that?
I heard it floating around.
Really?
Yeah. Wyatt Hendrickson's only loss on the year is to Mason Paris.
Wow. Yeah, that was a fun match. And Hendrickson, the match ended up being that close. Wow. Paris is turning Cassiope again. Sheesh.
It was 12-5.
But he was close on some exchanges.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing about Hendrickson is he's just not going to stop attacking. So he's losing in a position. He may lose in that same position or similar positions a lot throughout the match because he keep coming. But if he can figure things out, one of the things that makes him really dangerous, he's not going to stop.
Yeah. Man, Tony Cassiope looks like a broken man right now.
Yeah.
Mason Paris up 10-0 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds of riding time to end the first period.
Yeah, Cassiope looks like a broken man, and Paris looks like a man breaker. Hale Rod asks Mason for Hodge. And he says LOL, but there's an actual case.
Mm-hmm. If David Carr loses to Keegan O'Toole, RBY?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Man, Kirkfleet went bottom in the second, and now riding time about minute 25 for Hendrickson and climbing.
Oh boy, big cast going upper body here.
Oh my gosh.
And if you're Mason, you say, okay, I don't want nothing to do with that.
Yes.
You can give me a stall.
Oh, cradle is locked, but man, that's a tough guy to turn.
Mm-hmm.
Kirkfleet looking for reversal. I think he's going to get it. There's a 2. And, Hendrickson rolls. I don't know that I would have advised it, but what do I know?
Mason Paris gets to take down the 13-1 now.
Hendrickson now flat. Riding time ticking down. Kirkfleet now leading 3-2. About 40 seconds left in the period. And Hendrickson looks like he used a lot of fuel in that first 4 minutes of the match.
Matt Ramos eligibility questions. I believe he's sophomore eligibility-wise.
If you guys don't know Matt Ramos' story, he was kind of off the radar for a little bit, but
Junior world champ?
A cadet world champ. Yeah, cadet world champ. Went to Minnesota and a big-time recruit, but just couldn't get into the lineup. That extra year of eligibility was probably partly why he went into the portal, because McKee then got the extra year. And now at Purdue, and history maker for Ursuline and history maker wrestling-wise, period.
So now going into the third, Kirkfleet up 3-2 over Hendrickson. Wyatt's choice, and he's going to go down.
Kirkfleet's put a ride on him. He rode him for like a minute 40 in that second period, and Hendrickson quad pod.
Cassioppi's choice in the third. Mason Paris has 4 minutes and 21 seconds of riding time. Yeah, Wyatt needs to...
He's trying to roll. Man.
You feel like he just needs to stand up.
Yeah.
And Mason Paris going to get the tech fall.
Fired up. Got to be a good feeling to get to the NCAA finals and not have to wrestle Abel Stevenson.
Yeah. Kirkfleet riding tough. Hendrickson just can't base up right now.
Yeah.
And Michigan goes into a tie with Nebraska for 6th.
This would give Penn State another 17 points, which put them at 116.5.
They call stalling there?
I think so.
Or just
stalemate.
stalemate.
Or was it stalemate?
So, what do we got? 56 seconds left. Kirkfleet with 32 seconds of riding time. And he does roll this time.
He's got to get out. 50 seconds left.
No, he's not going to. Oh?
Yeah, that's not the one right there. 50 seconds of riding time. And Kirkfleet pulls that wrist out, and that's going to move him up over a minute at the least, and he's probably going to finish this period on top. Looks for a turn.
Mm-hmm.
The 1 count.
Yeah. Kind of a slow ending to a crazy start.
Yeah. Match started incredibly, and then going to end with Kirkfleet tacking on a point for riding time. 4-2. He's into the finals against a very motivated-looking Mason Paris.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Greg Kirkfleet, NCAA finalist for Penn State. It's good to see them finally get one of those.
Right. Yeah, it's about time. It's been on what, 2 weight classes, so.
Yep.
But that was a match.
Yeah, it really was.
Wyatt Hendrickson, Greg Kirkfleet, and they're both coming back next year, and should be a match again next year too. So, but what a night!
Incredible night. So much to process. We got stuff to get up on the website. Man, thank you guys so much for tuning in. For John Kozak, I'm David Bray. We'll see you tomorrow. It's 11 Eastern, the start of the medal rounds. We'll be here and can't wait for it. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
See you guys.